boy. Ready to deploy. Had to hit her with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin. Hold to the show, man. Still to the sauce with the show, and till then, his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof of my life, better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's like Florida. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch it on YouTube with view for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
You know, Ben Stiller, I feel like shutting down Twitter is a strong move in response to you putting your thumbs in your mouth from you taunting Kel'el Ware too much, Fokker. I just think it was a strong move. I can't tweet this morning. I mean, if you didn't want to tweet, just get off Twitter. You don't have to do it, ruin it for the rest of us.
You know, when people come with those receipts, you can't quit Twitter.
My first thing yesterday was as soon as the buzzer sounded, I'm going right to his page. I'm retweeting him saying, it'll happen again. Nope. Sorry, dude. It did not happen again. Because you want to know what was open last night? The warehouse, dude.
He's coming along.
I mean, he is like, something, huh?
Listen, 15, 16 rebounds, and 10 points. If you can count on him for that, that's not to mention the rest of his game is really good. He can shoot a three every now and then. He can stretch the floor. This team needs him for rebounding.
They need him for rebounding, and he was big on the putbacks yesterday, which was great. But dude, he throws up some fun stuff every now and then where you're just like, whoa.
Up and under.
Yeah, like, dude. Yeah. Just like, whoa. And that steal and dunk that he had yesterday, I was like, and this is the thing, man, with Kel'el Ware. And we'll get to our headlines here, which are brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. The thing about Kel'el Ware that I like is that I know that everybody likes to look at this thing. Oh, he's aloof. Oh, he's Whiteside 2.0. Like, I don't think he's that. I don't think he's that.
You know why? Because he's receptive to stuff.
Very receptive.
And that automatically eliminates, you ain't going to hear, ain't nobody doing it with blocks.
But like when he got that dunk and he immediately looked right to Landry Shamet, who posterized him last game, and he starts flexing on him. And I'm like, oh, it means he's got some fire in the belly.
Yeah,
he does. He does keep track of this stuff. And his teammates and UD and the coaches, they're just pouring a lot into him. And I don't think you do that for somebody you don't care about and you don't think is receptive to it. I just think it's youth. But I think when this thing clicks, dude, it really, really looks impressive. He's a fun player to watch. He's dynamic. And that block at the end of the game on Karl-Anthony Towns, which that referee completely ruined. Are the referees worse? Is it just me? Because I try and save this after games the Heat win because I don't want to be accused of being a baby. But what? First of all, was like the Fiesta Bowl back in the day? What was with the delayed coming out of nowhere goaltend after 4 seconds? He gets the block, it's scrambled, and old Reffy McGee over here comes in. Hold on, guys. I think it was on the way down. It was a block. It was as clear as day a block. What are you doing?
I would say this. When it starts bad, and there were some crazy calls early, it's almost like now you're doing the rest of the game making up for those bad calls, but you're making worse calls trying to make up for them.
Yeah.
And you get caught on this, and you're just like, oh, come on. Right? I like the NFL. They do it. They get a little buzz. Bzz, bzz, assist. No. Yep. It was crazy. Good morning, Brittany. How are you?
Good morning.
Yeah, we haven't seen
Good
you in
to
a
see
while.
you. I haven't seen you in a while. You're out of
me?
You're out of nighttime radio jail?
Yeah. Yeah, for a little bit. Just for today so far.
Well, it's good to have you here
Thank
on this
you.
this lovely day.
Tobin, did you do nighttime?
Oh, dude, I've done everything.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I did nighttime. I did the first thing that I did when I was doing radio was cut Panthers highlights. That was the first thing I did, was back in Randy Moeller, Billy Lindsay back in the day.
Oh, so and that's always late at night.
Oh yeah, I did that. Then I did Marlins games. And that, actually, the funny thing was, back in the day, we used to have a sports anchor, Jonathan Grunfest, who did mornings on Sid Rosenberg's show.
Mhm.
Dude loves sound. And so like I was a very up and coming boy.
So you
trying
would
to
get
make it
all
radio.
this sound.
So I get all his sound ready. And so like I'd even listen to the road games because we didn't have the Heat back then. So I'd listen to the road broadcasts of each Heat game and cut those up for him. That's where I got the cut of because I was listening to the Hawks call. We didn't have the Heat back then.
Right.
So yeah, I've done nighttime radio, dude. Produced Zaslow for a while. And then after that, Zaz and Hawk went to mornings. I joined them there. And so yeah, I've touched them all. Dude. Would do Way in the Graveyard when Dos Amigos was going 12-2. You know, would hang out with Dono back in the day. I've touched them all, dude.
Misery Loves Company.
Misery Loves Company with Guzio and E. Reed. Been there. Frito and Mish on the weekends. You name a slate, Old Tobes has been there producing for it, dude.
I did a post-game Dolphin show with Mish back in the day before I started doing radio.
I did that show. I filled in for Mish one time doing that with, I think, Patrick Surtain for a show.
Yeah.
He was he's like, I can't do it. Do you want to do this show this week? I was like, absolutely, dude. So anyway, nice win for the Heat yesterday. 115-113 to beat the New York Knicks. We'll get more into it in 15 minutes of Heat. The Panthers last night. Holy crapola. What a crazy game that was.
I thought the score was going to end up like the Dolphins and the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the rate it was going, because nobody just scored one goal.
Nope.
You scored 2 or 3 within 3 minutes. Somebody was always on a power play. I'm like, wait.
It went.
It was like 4 guys on it.
It went 2-0, 5 straight Panthers goals, 3 straight Canucks goals, 3 straight Panthers goals.
Right.
That was crazy.
And you know you're in trouble. I saw empty net with 5 minutes left, 4.5 minutes left.
Might as well.
What are they doing? Like a lot of teams are doing that.
That goalie was really good for them last night, the Canucks goalie. Bob had himself a tough day. He was good. I know 8 goals, that sounds crazy, but he was getting pummeled. Yeah. He had some crazy saves.
Bob, on the other hand.
Bob had a rough one. But also.
He was watching the Heat because he only got like 15 shots on goal.
It was a tough day for Bob. Tough day for Bob. It happens. You know what the cruel thing of hockey is? You have a 2-1 filthy the day before, you lose. You have an 8-5 game, you win.
Right.
Weird sports sometimes. Weird sports sometimes. But what a win by the Cats yesterday. Seth Jones with a huge pair.
It was amazing because, like, I think it was the second to last goal or the last goal. Watching the passing.
Yeah.
And how Seth got his last goal. I'm like,
oh,
wow,
yeah.
It was sick.
Rhino's been on one lately, dude. Reinhardt's been like setting these guys up. He looks fully all the way. Marchand, of course, adds an empty netter. You know the one that was impressive though?
You should get 2 points. That should be a 2-pointer, shooting it from that far away.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
But Polar Bear, when Nico Mikkola hits the blast and just Sam Bennett, it looks like when it's in real speed, it looks just like, oh, accidental tip. But it's like these guys are so good, they set it up.
Right.
And so it's like, blast it because he sees Sam Bennett. Bennett's going to, and the deflection's going to go in. And I'm just like, I marvel at that stuff, dude.
Like, that's really hard. Keep in mind, you're talking about 75, 80 plus mile per hour.
Yeah.
And you're hitting it with a stick like this wide.
Yep. So
when they say in the deflection, I'm like, how? I barely saw the puck.
It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know how Doug Plagens is actually going to join us today. He's stopping by the Odyssey facilities, so he's going to hop in a segment in the 12 o'clock hour. We'll talk to the voice of the Panthers. Cool. So we can ask, because I marvel that. I'm like, dude, I know it probably seems stupid because he's been doing this forever, but you're up high in hockey, very high in the broadcast.
Right.
How the hell do they see them deflections? Like, does he do binoculars? Does he like?
I think they use binoculars.
He's so good.
But it just, it's more of a redirect of the puck. So you see the puck kind of,
Yeah.
and so they just make that assumption. And then they go back and look at it. No, it was off the skate. Or no, it hit the defender. Or like it just, but that thing moves so fast. Or my favorite is when they shoot the puck and everybody's hectic, but nobody can see the puck. Where's the puck? And then go.
That was the one with the first Bob goal was like, I got it.
No, I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. That has to
Right.
be a terrible feeling.
Or what was the game where the sneaky goalie kicked the post off and then the guy just shot it?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that game. But that's
shot it where the net was, and you still get the goal.
pretty crazy. All right, we'll take a break here on the program. Lots of things to dive into. We'll get more into this Heat game. 15 minutes of Heat coming up next.
WQAM, broadcasting live from the Ed Moore Sawgrass Auto Mall Studios. Shop massive savings on a massive Chevy inventory, all backed by Morse at Ed Moore Sawgrass Chevrolet. Visit EdMooreSawgrassChevrolet.com. Chevy.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Cowboys put it on the Raiders last night, 33-16.
Yeah, I mean, are they kind of getting a false sense of security too, playing the Raiders?
Maybe. I don't know. Dak's had a really good year.
I know. It's crazy that every year his contract is up, we have conversations about whether he's worth the money.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay, there's 32 teams in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You go find one team that wouldn't want Dak Prescott and then come talk to him.
Yeah, for sure.
So, like, enough with that. There's a few quarterbacks that get the pass. Like, right now, the league is in love with Matthew Stafford, in love with Baker Mayfield, right? And they're even kind of pausing on Josh Allen, although the 6 touchdowns kind of squashed.
It is interesting, though. I don't think I saw one first take topic this week. Maybe I was blind to it, but I did have the TVs in here yesterday. None about Justin Herbert and whether he's a real franchise quarterback, even though his team isn't, even though he put up 81 yards. It's weird. It's strange.
Oh my goodness. Like, this is I know I'm going to have this argument tomorrow about Shedeur versus Dillon. And one of the things people don't understand is at that position, at quarterback, the first thing you have to do to even, I don't care how talented you are, the first thing you have to do is look the part. That means your preparation, your command of the huddle, signal calling, being able to read defenses in check. Before you have thrown one pass, you have to show your coaches and the other guys on the team that you can handle those parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get to the part where now you're on the field using your talent. And Dillon Gabriel did the first part really well. Once it gets on the field, you're like, woof. And it's the complete opposite with Shedeur. He looks like he has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, but it sounds like they're not even, like, I don't know how much blame he gets for this, but it sounds like he's not even getting any practice. Because
here's the deal. Let me ask you, and I'll have you make the decision. You have 2 quarterbacks. Both are young. Both need development. You have them in the preseason fight for the job. Okay.
Yep.
Dillon Gabriel wins.
Yep.
Now, they both need work.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to put all your efforts into making sure the guy on the field is getting caught up instead of trying to get 2 quarterbacks ready.
Yeah, I get
because
that.
They both are young.
Yeah, I get that, but don't you have to? You can't give him 0. Like, what if you get?
Yeah,
like,
because
we just saw like in a game like this where people drop like flies. It feels
like, yep. And I'll say this: yes, I agree with some of that, but here's the other thing. What part of that is Shedeur doing extra work,
mm-hmm.
doing the stuff to show them, hey, when I get an opportunity, I'll be ready.
I don't know.
Because there's some of that too.
I'm sure there is. I don't know, because I always find this stuff interesting. Like, I don't know. I don't even know. Like, how many reps do you even get in practice a week?
So I would say, here's how it goes. Say if you have 7-on-7, you'll do maybe 10 plays, 12 plays, maybe a little more.
Mm-hmm.
That's a day on 7-on-7. Then you have your 9-on-7 one day, where it's just all inside guys. So you're not really doing anything near. You're throwing routes with the wide receivers during that period sometimes too. Then you have your 11-on-11,
mm-hmm.
where it's a combination of situations during the course of the game.
And that's when the linemen are going to be out there, right? Because I think I saw a quote by somebody saying, like, I hadn't even heard his cadence.
Right. And so that's when all teams are out there, the whole team. But if you run 10, 15 plays, only 5 or 6 may be passes.
Hmm.
So a lot of the work you're doing.
It doesn't sound like a lot like it would make a difference anyway then.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. And now you have 2 young quarterbacks. They're overcoaching Dillon.
Because I think when people hear this, they're like, "Oh, there's 40 plays going on, and he's
No.
getting 0."
No.
But like when you say 10, it's like, well,
No.
what are 3 snaps going to make the difference? I don't know.
Because here's what happens. You run 5 plays, and then the scout team runs 5 plays for the defense. Then you run 5 more plays. So it's 20 plays, but it's for both sides of the ball. Now you do 20 plays of that, 20 plays of 7-on-7, which is all pass plays. Then you do, say, 20 plays of 9-on-7, then 20 plays a team, put in special teams. That's an hour and a half practice. Besides the drills that you do before you start, and you do throw routes. They do like to warm up. You throw some routes and stuff like that. It's not a lot of work, and that's only 2 days, because then on Friday is mostly special teams, 2-minute drill, red zone plays. So, like, while everybody is saying he's not getting any reps, win. And then some quarterbacks, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, they took all the reps.
Yeah, they won't give up any.
Right. So some of that, I get what people are saying, but you got to understand what's going on that field. And the backup, many of backups you've heard them say this: I'm going to prepare like I'm starting. I'm going to put my work in. And so if I get that opportunity, I'll be ready.
Mm-hmm.
There was the opportunity. I can't tell you when it's coming. I can't tell you the circumstance in which you're going to get it. Did he look like he was doing anything?
No, he looked terrible.
Right.
No, he looked terrible.
So what part of that? I understand everybody saying, well, he didn't run any reps with the first team. I understand that. But when you think about every quarterback that has had to come into a game and play when the starting quarterback gets hurt, they go, oh, yeah, I do mental reps. I do this. I, watch film. I'm still preparing like I'm playing. I'm just not. So I get what everybody's saying. I understand the coaching, it's very limited plays. I don't know what people think practice is, but you ain't running a whole bunch of plays. But some of that has to be on the individual player and the work that you do. So when you get that opportunity, you are ready.
You know who stays ready?
Who?
Simone Fontecchio.
Oh, my goodness. Hey.
Mama 3. Wow.
It's something, isn't it?
Wow.
It is.
Doesn't matter the situation. That dude's coming in guns blazing. I love that guy. He's doing the sidestep 3.
Yeah.
Like that thing when he's cooking, doesn't even touch rim. He's such a dead-eye shooter. Wow. I enjoy watching him play.
Yeah. Like it's
that's a win-win trade.
I tell you what, when you need some defense, I know the crew they sent out there. Dru Smith, Pelle Larsson.
Don't you just want Frog
and
Boy
Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Don't you just want Frog Boy to answer for his crimes every single time Dru Smith steps on the basketball court?
Well,
because what's not to love about that guy?
You know what I've started?
What's not to love?
You know what I've started to realize, right? Why are you having a conversation or an argument with a guy who has no idea what's going on?
I don't know.
And like
I just found it to be a strange he's got weird beefs.
Yeah.
But like I get some of them. Like I don't really understand why he hated Klay Thompson. I didn't get that one, but he did. The Kendrick Lamar thing I get because he's a Drake fanboy. All right, you got to stay, I guess, loyal to your guy. I don't get the Dru Smith thing. Dru Smith seems like one of the most lovable stories in all of sports, and yet somehow he's raining on this parade. And all this guy does every single time he comes in is make winning plays and big time shots. Mm-hmm. What's not to love about him?
So I've had the pleasure of working with Marcos for the last couple Heat games. And he will not be answering for his crimes against Dru Smith. I'm so sorry to tell you, like, he's standing very firm on
Of course.
his
You know where he gets that from?
It's that chair, man.
I don't think it is that.
He was talking so much crap about him yesterday.
You make people dig in.
I would never.
You make people dig in with their takes. You do.
I don't understand it.
That's why he's that way. He ain't gonna never budge on that. You know why? You.
That's not fair.
It's not
He's
fair.
10
Sometimes the truth hurts.
10 frog toes down.
He really is. He literally every time he has to cut a Dru Smith highlight, he literally like, oh my god.
No, it's very.
He's
That's
like, I
very
gotta cut this bum's highlight now.
Very professional of him. I'm glad that's happening. That's great. Schmidt then says, sad to see Tobin act this way. You used to talk about Duncan Robinson now like this. Now look at you. It's like if you left Mrs. Tobin for some Italian floozy.
Hey, let me just tell you, you got to be careful with Tobin, because shiny new thing walks by, he's like,
Duncan,
Big name.
Duncan Robinson.
First, give him a nickname.
Duncan Robinson will always have a special place. He's off to a great look.
Yeah.
Sometimes trades are win-win. The Pistons right now, they've won 10 in a row. They're the 1 seed in the East.
And you know what? They're not putting pressure on Duncan to go and play lockdown defense.
He's doing him.
He's doing him.
We're doing us. It's a win-win trade. I'm happy for Duncan Robinson. I got no ill will. I wish nothing but the best to Duncan Robinson.
But we move on.
But unfortunately,
you're the worst. You got no loyalty.
I got loyalty.
Can I just tell you something? If Fontecchio goes 0 for 5 and somebody else off the bench goes 5 for 5,
Fontecchio, but my expectations of Fontecchio are only 14 points. That's what I only expect from him. No
really?
more, no less.
No.
He's going to give you 12 to 14 points, and that's it.
So
and that's all I need.
Ever since Nico got to 29.
Look, you know how Udonis Haslem had a talk with Kel'el Ware? Kel'el put out the text yesterday, by the way, on Twitter.
Yeah.
Which was cool. We need Goran to have the same kind of talk with Nico.
Why?
Brate to brate. He just needs to.
The same. They don't even.
Doesn't matter. He needs. We need a brate to brate Heat legend to young pup. We need that talk. We need it. We need it. I need Goran to reach out and be like, because Goran, honest. He's not going to hold back. Yeah, and Goran's been in that position before. He got the contract. Pat Riley sat him down. He goes, "Hey, dude, we didn't pay you for this bleep."
Right.
So I just need.
He said that to Jimmy too. And what happened?
I don't know. Pump fake Jimmy in Orlando tonight.
Uh-huh.
I said they're in Orlando tonight.
So if he plays tonight, he's not playing tomorrow.
I don't know. Be kind of cowardly.
Hey.
Be kind of cowardly.
You do know. You just don't want to say it because you know who Jimmy is. Now, check the injury report. I'll be willing to put a little chili pepper that Jimmy's on the injury report, setting up for missing one of these next 2 games.
Hard to say. I don't
know. You know why? Because that's what Jimmy's done for the last 5 years. So
Nico,
I could be wrong. But I'm just playing the numbers here.
Sigrano says Nico needs to get out of his own head. He has talent, but it's all mental with him. Yeah, no, look, dude.
It's part of being young.
I had that thought when he threw the runner off the side of the backboard last night. I was like, whew.
Yeah, game got flexed. We're at 7:30, not Big Ten.
I know it's not ESPN anymore.
Yeah.
Great call by them.
Which is crazy. Who are they showing instead?
I don't know. I think it's Rockets Cavs.
That's a good one too.
It is a good one. I don't want to say it's not a good game. It's a good game. But, heavens to Betsy, put the Heat on national TV.
Oh my goodness, here we go. And see, every conversation is petty. No matter what we talk about.
Let me see. What do they got tomorrow?
Yeah. I say, listen, I could talk about these Skittles. Get a little ass bag of Skittles.
I would never say that. I love Skittles. Just like another Cavs game, Kevin Durant. You want to introduce the world to Norman Powell or not?
Well, at least here's what sucks. Norman Powell is playing like an all-star right now.
Yep.
Tyler comes back. It might look different.
It might.
And I would like them because he should have been an all-star last year.
Norm Powell played probably his worst game in a Heat uniform yesterday, and he finished he was 9 of 20. And I was like, that's not that bad.
That's not terrible.
He was, but like, I was like,
Because he
this-
shoots threes
this
too.
the-
So
well, that was the weird thing. He didn't shoot any threes last night.
oh,
He shot 3, I think.
well, you know what's crazy? That game, the score was higher than normal. That was like 90s basketball in today's scoring.
But from what the Heat have been doing, absolutely. Yeah, there was no
it was
40-point quarters. It was, I think the highest was 31 points.
It was.
But that, and this is the thing, like everybody's throwing the zone at the Heat's new offense. They're trying to like bog him down, get into the rim. So the Heat were basically they were really subjecting themselves. The guy who really changed the pace of that was Davion. Man,
Because he kept getting to the hoop.
You know, you talk about Tyler, and I don't know what this team's gonna be with Tyler or not, but I'll tell you one thing. I love me some Davion Mitchell.
Davion will
I
break.
love Davion Mitchell.
He can break down the defense and then dishes. He throws good passes. He doesn't throw the ball away. So
he has to be like, just like, you know who else plays like this a little bit, but I think Davion's got a little bit more touch to his game now. Is Josh Hart. Like Josh Hart.
Yeah, but he seems like a bull in a china shop when he gets near the rim.
But like he's running around, he's running through these screens, and he's smaller than everybody. And he just like, you know, I know he's like I know based on like he'd be the size of Jordan Brooks. Like I understand that. But for basketball players, he's flying around, he's throwing his body all over the place. Him and Pelle both doing this. I mean, they must spend a lot of time in the tub after the game. But yesterday, he's just like, check this out, dude. Spinning layups right to the rim.
I like the scoop.
Ooh!
He does the little guy scoop.
Wow.
I tell you what, I was shocked when McBride took it down the middle and dunked. I was like, I thought he was the same size as Davion.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Yeah.
He had a good game. But you know how many points he scored? Not enough, dude. Not enough. Not enough. Take a break.
Here we go.
Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It's
This is
Tobin.
good Kanye.
You always say that.
Yep.
Everybody has their run.
You know what? Early on, he was more of a producer. Then he came out with some bangers. He did some collaborations. And then he went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
College football fans.
Funny, a Kardashian had something to do with that.
Come see the College Football National Championship Trophy presented by Dr. Pepper when it makes a special stop today at Publix at 1285 North University Drive in Coral Springs. Join Hollywood from the Joe Rose Show from noon to 2 today to take a picture with the trophy. If you can't make it today, head to Publix on 5950 Coral Ridge Drive in Coral Springs from noon to 2 tomorrow. Fans of all ages are invited, sharing the excitement and pride of college football for this special limited appearance. By the way, no surprise here, but Jamar Chase suspended for spitting.
Let me just say something. That would start a war on the field. A legitimate war if somebody, I'm telling you, I had the center's name was Winter. He was already known as a dirty for Green Bay.
Okay.
And he pulled, and he was blocking Corey Fuller. And I don't know how it went, but I think he spit on Corey, and Corey poked him in the eyes like Three Stooges. And they both got suspended. Like, you can't spit. Like, do you understand when you get to the point where you say, I'm going to spit on another man, you have gotten to the point where you say, I want to disrespect this man as much as possible. And you know there's going to be a fight. So, yeah, and I mean, and it wasn't no little spittle either.
Nope.
It was a big old loogie. Yes. So I'm like, but that they are two guys that are antagonists.
I get it, but it's just like you
Can't spit.
You know what the lines are. And you know you're going to get suspended too.
Right.
Like, I think like that's one of those things where I'm just like, I don't understand what the hell was going through your head at that point.
Nothing.
Like
you know what's going to 2-7.
Grab his
2-7 was going through his head.
Yeah.
2-7, and Joe Flacco is my quarterback. That's what's going through his mind.
Joe Flacco's been good to him.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm just telling you, like the frustrations, like it's funny. People don't realize this. It's easy to be a good person. It's easy to be a consummate professional. It's easy to maintain your poise. It's easy to do all these things when everything's good for you. Okay? The hard part is doing that despite all the chaos going on around you. That's still maintaining, that professionalism and things like that. It becomes real hard.
Yep.
So, it said automatic fisticuffs. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it like when you're struggling, then all those things become more difficult. And sometimes you ever see a 7-2 team or an 8-2 team throwing haymakers? No.
Rarely. I mean, we had the Jalen Carter thing, but the season just started.
Right. It was so like, yeah, that and a lot of people have a hard time understanding that. But the reality of it is that it's easy to be kind when things are going great for us. Try being kind to somebody when you're struggling too. That takes more out of you than when things are going great.
What's his reaction going to be to this? Because he denied it after the game.
Oh, no, they got video.
So,
and he said he appealed it. And he appealed it.
Appealed?
Yeah.
What is the appeal?
It just delays it for a week. You see Virginia Tech?
Yeah, James Franklin's our head coach.
You know what that means?
Taking on the
They're
games.
going to start putting money into their program. A lot of teams are stepping up.
Yeah, been a while.
Teams are stepping up.
Virginia Tech, when
Vic
Beamer, all that. Yeah,
Beamer,
nobody likes playing there.
No, Beamer ball.
Kane's got him this. Sleepy nooner, I know. But I almost rather a sleepy nooner than play there at night. I feel like night stuff gets crazy at Blacksburg.
Oh, everybody
With
gets
that
fired. With that shine. Everybody go get them some shine.
Dude, that stupid turkey sound. I don't know what the hell, Hate that thing.
That's what they do.
I don't know why. That was pretty good.
Yep. And then
speaking of turkey, I can't wait.
Thanksgiving.
Excited.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, because I have one of those wives that she say, oh, it's just gonna be us and there's 20 people at the house. So but I'm not doing a whole turkey. I'm gonna just do turkey breast.
Because people don't eat the turkey?
No, just turkey breasts. I'm gonna put it on the grill and
I
smoke
always
it.
say we want to do this this new aged something different with turkey. We always just end up doing the same thing every year, but it's good.
I could deep fry it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's like chicken,
Mhm.
juicy in
I've
the
ever had
inside.
that.
You season the outside, fried up.
How big a deep fryer you need for that turkey?
Pot, just a regular see.
What are you, a witch? How big a pot do you have?
Think about this. Where I'm from, you always have one of those big pots.
They're pretty deep.
And
Like this
it,
big, right?
no. My pot is about like that.
That's not a pot, dude. That's a cauldron.
Cauldron, whatever you want to call it.
You doing
But
some witchcraft.
Here's what. Soon as I owned the house, that's the first thing I bought.
You bought a cauldron?
I bought one of those and with the little fire thing, the grill.
Oh, with
the
little
propane.
Yeah.
Yes. Here's why. Being from New Orleans, there's a couple things that you have to be able to do at your house, right? One, make a giant pot of gumbo. Two, have a crab or crawfish boil.
Oh, that's
So you put it in a big pot. And so with that, now I can deep fry turkey. If I do chicken wings, a lot of people have to go on their thing and cook chicken wings. I can cook 50 chicken wings at once.
That's what you do for the Super Bowl?
Huh?
That's what you do for the Super Bowl?
Did I do it this year? Nah. Usually if I just go buy it.
Nah.
Like it's the thing about the pot though, when you put the grease in it, the grease is gonna sit outside for 4 days because you don't know where to put it. You can't just dump it down. You know what I mean? I try to go ghetto and save it, put it back into the thing, right? Because peanut oil doesn't carry if you use vegetable oil, whatever you cook with that vegetable oil, that's what it's gonna taste like the next time. So if you cook fish, you can't then cook chicken wings. You can't cook chicken wings with that same grease. You got to go cook. You got to just throw it away. Interesting. Peanut oil, because it doesn't use peanut oil because it won't catch on fire.
I don't know that I'm gonna fry this turkey. I hear it's all the rage.
It's all the rage, and it only takes an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, but it's super dangerous. I feel you're also not letting them know how dangerous it is.
Rule number 1, Brittany.
Don't be an idiot.
This is all you have to do. First of all, don't fill your cauldron up to the top.
Okay.
Okay. Some pots have a little thing that tells you how high to fill it with how heavy your turkey is.
Okay.
Because when you put the turkey in, it's going to raise up. Okay. So you don't need to do that. The other thing, to all you idiots out there, one of the first things you have to do when you cook a turkey is when you season it, you brine it or whatever, thaw it out. All these explosions and fires come from frozen turkeys. That's it. The turkey will explode. No, I'm serious.
No, I know you're saying that.
If there's one, please, it takes 2 or 3 days to get your turkey to room temperature. Start it off in the beginning of the week, put it in the refrigerator, right? Put it in the refrigerator. Then with 2 days left, if you brine it, put it in the water or whatever. Come on.
Somebody says rub Nico's hand with peanut oil. Maybe he'll start cooking. Can you put my buttons up there, Brittany? I got to give that guy a point.
So yeah.
For you,
so I use my when sometimes for Super Bowl, I get the big box of chicken wings.
Yep.
And then I just leave Mima to her devices. She seasons them up, She makes hot sauce. She makes some hot wings, but she can fry like 50 of them at a time.
Mm.
You know, you're done.
Well, we'll see. I think we're probably just going to stick to the old oven roasted.
I
That's
got to
what
tell you, too long.
I understand. My wife's fastball though. That's what she does.
Huh? That's
her thing.
Is it juicy or is it still dry?
Very juicy?
Yeah.
Yeah, very juicy. She does a great job.
Do you inject it and all that stuff?
She does the has the juice, has the bag, has the stuff that keeps it in with the flavor.
Oh yeah, so you do the bag.
I mean, I don't do much of I'm the lifter. That's what I do. Lift it in, move the
Do
bag.
you know how to cook?
Huh? I grill. I'm a griller. Cook, I could do simple things on the oven, But no, like
You don't cook on the oven.
You know what I mean, on the stove. Don't be a jackass. I'm a landscaper.
Wow.
Such a bastard.
Wow.
No, just say no.
For
But I grill. I'm a griller. That's what I
Okay.
grill. I grill.
Okay.
But no, for Thanksgiving, I'm mostly lifting stuff. I do like the prep, like I'm,
Okay. So
I'm doing,
you're
what
the
is that?
sous chef.
Sous chef. Yeah,
You're
it's a
the
sous
sous
chef.
chef.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm the kitchen bitch. That's basically what I am.
Oh.
Just like, what do you need? Move this here. That's what I'm up there for.
Do you get your seasonings first, or do you fix them as you go along?
Now you're getting too crazy.
Nah, I'm telling you, there's nothing like when you cook, have all your stuff in a nice little containers, and you can just go at it.
Dude, Sal says Tobin had a rat in his grill. We don't have to bring up old stuff.
Hey, dude. Hey,
We don't have to bring up old stuff.
you needed the dump button after that
It
one.
wasn't a choice. It wasn't a choice.
Take a break. Regular old second hour is coming up next. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. FM 104.3, WQAM. Take you guys up until 2. Let's get to our headlines this hour, brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. The Panthers win last night over the Canucks, 8-5. Wild game for the Cats yesterday. Seth Jones, he had a couple of goals. This was his first one, called by Doug Plagens last night.
Seth Jones now to puck carrier. Still some time here. 12 seconds. In they go. Jones to the right circle. Shot. And he scores! Seth Jones on the power play. And this game is tied at 2.
And there's another penalty coming up on the play.
7.7 seconds to go here in the opening frame. And the Panthers battle back from down 2 to tie the game at 2.
God, I love the ambiance of all of that. I love the goal horn. I love the growl. I love the Panthers song. And obviously I love Doug Plagens and Billy Lindsay, but I'm just like, I love the hockey, the joy in a hockey goal at home.
The only thing you know what I hate about a hockey goal? The announcements come 12 minutes later.
That's true.
It takes such a long time.
You got to make sure everybody gets credit.
When they're playing hockey, right? And they go, that last goal, scored by Panthers goal, assist by, and I'm like,
And we're already
Didn't Bob get an
Yeah,
assist
I
on that?
can't even tell you how many times I've been cutting highlights for the Panthers games, and there will be another goal. And they're
Another
like
goal,
announcing
right.
the goal before, and it's like in the highlight, and you're just like, read the room.
Yep. It's hard. He's doing the PA thing. He's got to keep it moving.
but it's the craziest thing, right? Like they don't like.
It's interesting. Like you want to get those stats right. It's funny. Like I'll see the Heat. I feel bad, like, because the Heat media staff, the statisticians,
Right.
they have a stressful job because they want to get people are doing stories. The stats have to be correct,
Right.
and they're like, this other game. It was the Kel'el game. I think it was the buzzer beater when Andrew Wiggins won, and they're like, take that rebound away. Take it away. We're moving this rebound over here to number 12. And it's like they have to do new box scores for everybody. I'm just like, wow. It's like, it doesn't feel like that big a deal. But then at the end of the year, you want your numbers to be right.
Yeah. That does sound stressful.
It is very stressful. It's very stressful. They have the command center now. When you sit boots on the ground, like the command centers, it used to be down on the floor. They moved it up. They got a whole thing. They got TV monitors. It looks like they're running air traffic control of all the stats they're taking for a basketball game.
You got to have proof, you
Yeah.
got to have video to see it.
Did you see yesterday on Twitter? It's got to be fake because I'm not falling for this one. But
So you gonna ask me if I fell for it?
well, I don't know. But did you see?
Answer's yes.
Did you see yesterday that that somebody posted the Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game,
No.
or at least what allegedly was the Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game? Because it had been like forever. Oh, nobody has video of it. It's not anywhere. Nobody has the Wilt game. But somebody put it on Twitter yesterday.
That was AI.
Had to be AI.
That's
right?
AI.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was like,
I
there's
hate
no-
to break it to
I'm
you.
like, let me just get this straight. Now we found the Wilt game. Can't be real. What?
I don't go on Twitter,
Like
so I can't
Bigfoot.
really help you out.
I know, right?
We've been looking at
I
the
love
same
finding
grainy
Bigfoot.
ass picture of Bigfoot for 75
Well,
years.
you know what? You see why my dad to me was AI last week?
Yeah, no, this one I knew was fake right off the bat, but I was just like, really? Like, we're the Wilt game after all these years?
Taking
If
liberties,
you knew it was
man.
fake, why are you confirming with us? You know,
I just thought it was
don't know
funny.
I don't know the difference.
It's reporting, man.
And it was one of the most famous statistical games.
Yep.
By the
And
way,
then Kobe
everybody,
had 80.
everybody's getting hurt in the NBA, by the way. Wembanyama's out 3
Wemby's
weeks
out
with the calf strain.
worst, the calf.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his calf is even with my thigh. I'm like, who else?
I think Giannis got hurt last night. I think Giannis hurt his groin.
I really do believe that in sports, we're doing so much to protect the guys that their bodies aren't able to withstand what you're putting it through.
Yeah, you know what I noticed the Heat are doing? They're practicing a lot this year, especially when they're at home. They're like they're not taking like they're practicing today.
You know why?
They play tomorrow.
Because they got a young team.
Yeah.
And you don't want them to get caught into those veteran habits.
Yeah, Spo's been practicing a lot.
And nobody's missing games.
Well, bam.
I mean, you know what I mean.
I was very nervous when Norman Powell was like down with his hand.
You know what I mean about missing games.
Oh yeah. Sitting games.
Sitting games. Watch.
I was very nervous.
Who you go? We'll know tonight. Did you see the Warriors injury report?
I haven't seen the injury report.
It's coming.
Somebody tagged me on a quote from Steve Kerr. This was on our sister station in San Francisco, 95.7 The Game. Steve Kerr said yesterday, the Miami game will be our 17th game in 29 days in 13 different cities. Here we
go.
It's been the toughest early schedule I've been part of in my entire NBA life.
You know what that means.
Poor Steve Kerr.
You know what that means.
Vets are sitting.
Yo.
The vets are sitting, dude, on getaway day.
Are they? But my thing is, would you sit them tonight against Orlando and then play them against the Heat? Or would you play them against Orlando and then sit
Is Paolo out? Paolo's out too, isn't he?
I think so.
I think he has a groin.
How does he have a groin? He doesn't move.
He doesn't
like,
jump. I don't know. I know. I'm with you. He doesn't jump.
Right.
I think he has an injury too. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's out.
Paolo's out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of injury. I'm like, why is everybody getting in? It's we just started.
Because you know what they're trying to do? They're trying to get in basketball shape and trying to get ready for the length of the season in the beginning of the regular season. They ain't doing it in preseason. So that's just me.
This is Joker. He never takes off.
He don't move fast enough to hurt.
He don't take off.
He ain't gonna never roll an ankle because his feet are always on the ground.
Can't be stopped.
And still can't stop him.
I just accidentally clicked on him. These numbers are ridiculous.
What?
29.2 points, 13.4 rebounds, 11.1 assists. He's shooting 65%.
That's not even, I mean, that's well past triple-double.
Yeah, it's a comfortable triple-double.
Yes.
Jeez. They lost yesterday, though. Well, the Bulls got him. How about that? Good for the Bulls.
I mean, I think the way you beat Joker is just run him off the floor.
I don't think there's a way to beat him.
But the thing is, he has guys around him that can run. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Aaron Gordon, he's probably like going to he's like, this guy's great. I would never leave him if I was Aaron Gordon.
No.
He goes, you remember those years I played in Orlando being the guy? He goes, you know what's better than being the guy? Being Joker's guy. Why would I ever leave him? Like, don't you leave me. Yeah. Like, if there's anybody who's trying to keep Joker from quitting basketball, it's the Jokic brothers and it's Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
That's the list.
Pistons have won 10 straight.
Yeah, they're really good, dude.
Yeah.
Jalen Duren's having a hell of a year. A hell of a year for them. He's really like that dude's got spring in his step.
Is Cade back to playing yet?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Buddy Hield is day to day. He's ill, but he's probable. Kuminga's out. Kuminga's the only guy ruled out for tonight. Nobody else on the injury report for them.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to show up for that game. Steph can take off. Jimmy can't take off.
Come on.
He can't take off.
Okay.
He can't take off.
Like, yeah, you can't. There's a lot of times we've said that conversation where he can't do this, and he did.
Mm-hmm. You can't take off.
He got the bubble guts watching tennis.
Oh, man.
Come on, man. I'm like, and this is not an old school versus new school thing. I just believe in order to do certain things, you have to prepare your body for them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it almost seems like we're not preparing our bodies for this long haul.
Right.
And then we get into these stressful situations and we ask our body to respond and it breaks down.
Right.
So, yeah.
I think that's part of the Heat. They're leaning into like, hey, you know, we're going to run. We're going to have this high pace. Yesterday was a little bit slower, but like you want to build those habits. And so Spo's practicing a lot this year.
Good.
So
good.
I like,
you won't have, because what's happening is you have like these soft tissue injuries. It's not major injuries, but it's muscle injuries because you're asking a lot of your body in these situations.
Well, it also felt like, remember we saw in the preseason and training camp, we're like, man, everybody's getting hurt in training camp. And apparently because they ran their asses off in training camp, but they seem like we're not having a lot of those this year.
That's what training camp's for. That's what training camp's for. People think, listen, Everybody's got a bag. Everybody's got a skill set. You work on that skill set all off season. But when you get to the regular season, it's not your skill set that leaves you. It's your body if you don't get it ready.
Take a break. Jaelan Phillips had a thing or two to say about the Dolphins fans who were mad at him for some reason. That's next. All right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Sports Talk on the weekend presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday, all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Get back in the heat and the Panthers. Doug Plagens is going to stop by in the 12 o'clock hour today. We'll talk to Doug about the Cats' wild win last night. Jaelan Phillips, he's good. Been having a good run with the Eagles his first couple of games, couple of prime timers with the joining up with the champs and his old friend Fangs. But
is he one of the only people that like Fangs?
I guess so. You know, Jalen Ramsey didn't like him. The secondary didn't seem to like him, but I don't know about the pass rushers. They seem to be fine with him.
Secondary wasn't very good.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude. It was Ramsey.
Again, when you're winning,
Xavier Howard.
When you're winning, none of that stuff seems to matter. Everybody gets along. When you're losing, everything is a problem.
Right. Well, Jaelan Phillips is obviously very excited to be on the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
He said it was the greatest thing that's ever happened in his life. He then was asked about it after the game this week, and he says, I'm doubling down on it. And so a Dolphin fan got in their feelings. They got hurt, and they called him a douche. They said 3 seconds in Philly, the guy's already a douche. Jaelan Phillips responded because he didn't like being called a douche. Because who would? It's not nice.
It's fair.
And I think everybody who's interacted with Jaelan Phillips or rooted for Jaelan Phillips seems like an A+ dude.
He's a nice guy.
Yep.
He said on Twitter, if anyone would take the time to actually listen to interviews instead of making assumptions based on clickbait, they would realize that I've been nothing but humble and grateful for this opportunity to play for an incredible Eagles organization. I have never once said a single negative word about the Miami organization. I am grateful for my 5 years in Miami, but I am also saying this as an exciting moment and an opportunity in my life and career. These are things that are not mutually exclusive. Thank you, prayer emoji. Go Birds.
See, how can I put this? I wouldn't waste the letters explaining to that moron how I feel about this situation, right? First of all, I cannot believe that a fan would be mad at a player for getting traded that did not ask to be traded.
Right.
If you have a problem with Jaelan Phillips being somewhere else playing, don't look at Jaelan Phillips. He didn't ask to be traded. The other thing is this. With where your team is financially, it was the right thing to do.
You weren't going to
simply because you have no idea how much he's going to be worth in the offseason based on his injuries and based on what he's done for you. So if you can't determine how much you're going to pay him, that usually means some team is going to overpay and take him from you for nothing. Fans, enough with that. Enough with that.
He's super sad and be like, man.
Oh, man, I hate
Bradley
that.
Chubb, I miss him.
Oh, man.
I lied too when we went to Baltimore. We lied because we didn't want. It's not Baltimore's fault we ended up there.
So what'd you say? You were excited to be with the
Excited to be here.
But you really miss Cleveland.
I wish they would. Yeah, I said I wish they would stop congratulating us for winning the Grey Cup, but that's a whole nother story.
You had to get that in.
Yeah.
Evan 11 says both teams are undefeated since the trade. What's the problem? The problem is don't call him a douche.
Evan, that's some Tobin stuff.
What do you mean, dude?
Both teams are undefeated since
they are. That's true. Those are just the facts.
I mean, let's be honest. You know what? I'm gonna call everybody out here. Let's all not act like we were a little upset about what he said.
No,
that he said it was the greatest thing in his life.
Not even a little bit.
Didn't call him.
Not even a little bit.
I wouldn't call him out of his name.
He didn't ask Brittney.
Okay.
He didn't ask to be there.
I understand.
You sent him there.
I get it.
And he's been flourishing ever since he touched the ground.
That's great. And so has the Miami Dolphins.
Okay, but
Well,
we're
I
not
wouldn't
asking
say-
not
him.
flourishing, but
We're
like,
not
we
asking
were
him how.
undefeated since
We
he
didn't
left.
ask him about how he felt about the Dolphins. They asked him about his situation.
No, I get it. I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest and say I'll go out on a limb and be like, I was a little like, I rolled my eyes.
Wow.
I didn't cry. Did I cry? Leroy, did I say that I cried? I said I rolled my eyes. There was a
Okay.
difference.
But guess what? I can think of 1,000 other players. I got to tell you, I went from Baltimore to Carolina, who ended up in NFC Championship game
Right.
that year.
Mhm.
Then to Minnesota, who ended up in the playoffs. I'm like,
see, like,
I'm pretty happy right now.
Look,
I'm winning.
as a card-carrying member of Team Petty, right? It's nothing I haven't been through before. I just have trouble doing it with this guy. Like, this guy, he had a lot of injury bad luck. He was just dealt in an obvious financial situation. Look, with Jimmy Butler, with everybody healed video, am I like, oh, you're doing the Max Strus thing with Buddy Hield, dude. We get it. You love Buddy Hield. You guys are hilarious. We get it. But, the way things ended, different. It leaves you in a different place. I really have nothing against Jaelan Phillips. He's allowed to be excited, even being with that curmudgeon Vic Fangio.
No, I mean, that's fair. But I also have my own beef with him because I was telling Wendell, actually, my trainee over here, during the break.
Wait.
What?
Show the trainee.
Oh,
Show
come into the camera.
So
If he
let me
wants
get
to be in the camera,
wait.
guys.
Can I just say
There he
something
is.
real quick?
What's up,
He
Wendell?
kind of looks like Tua. So check this out. Wait, if you ever bomb at your day job, Tua, we got a spot for you. Hey, so let me get this straight. So you just got here.
Okay, wait. I didn't even get to say my beef that I
No,
had.
but you have a trainee?
Leroy,
Yeah,
she's
I didn't
training
just get
someone
here. I've been here for a year.
many hours do you-
Leroy.
How many hours? No, Leroy has said people who have been here for 4 years are new guy.
Oh no, that was at the cigar thing. So
Oh
I said,
my God,
I got said to
engineer.
Jennifer, I'm like, who's that guy?
He's so aware of his surroundings. It's crazy.
She goes, he works with you?
Check your emails.
So, what is your beef?
Okay, yeah. So, on Sunday Night Football,
Mhm.
I was watching Sunday Night Football, and obviously, the Eagles were playing on Sunday Night Football.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And you know how always on NBC they do the player-
Oh, I know what she's gonna say.
You know what I'm gonna say?
I do actually. I heard this from somebody else. Alerted me to this.
So they do the thing where the starters will be like, "Oh, I'm so and so, and I went to this university, or I'm from here." Blase,
Yeah.
blase. Well,
Leroy
Jalen
Horde,
Phillips,
Michigan.
yeah, right. Or you could say like Louisiana or New
Right.
Orleans, whatever. So, Jalen Phillips has done that many of times, and he's always said the U. Jalen Phillips, the U. All of a sudden, you're on prime time with the Eagles, and now you're not going to say the U. We have beef now.
What
We
did
have
he
beef.
say?
What did he say?
He said where he's from in California.
I think he said Fresno,
Yeah,
California.
yeah.
Something like that.
I'm sorry.
So exactly. Don't forget where you came from, sweetheart. Don't forget that. No. Seriously. Seriously.
Sweetheart. Sweetheart.
So you're more mad about the you getting snubbed than you are the
1,000%.
Dolphins.
Because because there's massive lore behind that, and it's like I don't mess
Lore?
with that. Yeah.
There is lore.
There is.
There
There
is lore.
is.
When you
They
go-
pulled him out of medical retirement. He would not have an NFL career if it wasn't for the University of Miami. So
Fair points.
no.
Fair
So yeah, he
points.
wants to go talk crap about the Dolphins, not say the U. He's gonna be my damage is done later.
I think we already just did it.
Oh,
Damage is done. You took a blowtorch to Jalen
Yeah.
Phillips. Wow.
so that's what we're doing now?
Yeah, but she's more mad about it.
Brittany,
It's Kane's religion.
welcome to the Petty Club, because that's a whole.
I gotta say, I respect it
Yeah,
Yep.
because you know what? That's a
I'm
legit.
not mad.
But if you're a Canes
a
fan,
legit
that's a
reason.
legit reason.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. I'm not
I
mad.
roll my eyes too.
You're just surprised.
Hmm?
You're just surprised.
Yeah, a little bit.
Brittany was disappointed.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Disappointed.
I'm disappointed. No, I'm upset. I'm angry. I literally, as soon as it happened, I called my dad. I said, "Did you see that?
What?
Did you hear
Oh
what
my
he
goodness,
said?"
That was a father worth call.
It absolutely was because I knew he would understand.
I love when
knew
they do
he would
that.
understand.
They do that. I love that they do that. They do that for the Miami Heat audio experience too. I love that.
You know what's crazy
Tyler
though?
Hero, Kentucky, Norm Powell, UCLA. I love that stuff.
Yeah, but we got a lot of Serbia.
Brate. I don't know why I did the Simone Fontecchio thing.
I gotta tell you that like I'm not mad. I'm not mad, but I don't know. Are we being a little nitpicky? I mean, he's a good dude.
He is
no
a good
one
dude.
is questioning that he's a good dude.
I didn't question his morals
At
or his
all.
values.
No one's also calling him what he was being called. She's just upset that he didn't mention that he,
He's putting Miami in the rear view. All of it. All of it.
I guess. I mean, he was down here for what? 7 years?
Yeah.
2 years at the U?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
5 years, man.
You
Long
said,
time.
We wanted Greg Rousseau anyway. that's what Petty does, right?
Oh yeah, you know what? I should have said that. You're right. You know
That's
what,
good.
Jalen Phillips?
That's good. I'm gonna save
You know what,
that.
Jalen Phillips? I wish we would have drafted Greg Rousseau. Just one more spot above, and you were not even going to be a Miami Dolphin. Count your days, brother.
Here's the problem, though, Brittney. For the most part, he's been a good dude, and it just seems like
We're mad at his happiness.
Leroy, that's what you know. What that's what this is. It's that I've always had a soft spot for Jalen Phillips in my heart because he played for the U.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a fan of his obviously for a very long time because of that. And so yeah, I'm a little hurt. I'm a little hurt that he seems to have forgotten his roots. And so
he didn't
turned
forget.
his back on you.
He ignored his
He
roots.
did. Wait, he just said
blatantly ignored his roots.
He just said he's never said one negative thing about.
Yeah, but you also avoided positive things now about the city.
Yeah, do you know? I'm wondering when you do that, you could say either your high school, where you're from, or I don't know if they tell you.
No, they just tell you
can-
like
I think
you can say whatever you want. You can say like someone said it famously like elementary school. I think like Antonio Brown has been like something elementary. Something stupid.
Yeah, I think Chad Ochocinco's done wild stuff on that before too. Like,
Right.
I bet we could probably YouTube like the most famous.
We never
football
see. We
intros.
didn't have that. We didn't. They hadn't started that.
No,
yet.
that was an NBC thing. That was always their bag. But the U thing has always been like even in the U part, like they did the montage. Everybody going the U,
Right.
and then you had the stupid idiots from Ohio State like the Ohio State University. It's like just say your stupid school. Okay, you're not that cool.
No, but the name of their school is
It's stupid.
Yeah,
it's stupid. It's enough of the emphasis on the wrong syllable. You know what I'm saying, dude?
You go out of your way. You go
-1.
You go
For butchering English.
You go out of your way.
Hmm?
You really do.
Take a break. The damage is done, my friend. Is next.
It's already done.
Trying that Mio? All right. I like that one.
This is a very ghetto flavor. I'm going to just tell you like this.
What flavor is that?
Blueberry lemon. That's ghetto.
Blueberry lemon.
That's very ghetto.
It's good, dude.
I don't care. It's just very,
It's good.
I don't like blueberries, so.
Huh? I don't like blueberries either. I like, you know what? You ever had blueberry cobbler?
No.
It's delicious, but I just eat the crust because I like the flavor, but I don't like cooked blueberries. They're disgusting.
Yeah, blueberries. You like blueberry pie?
No, I don't like. I just eat the crust.
Interesting.
I like the crust, but not the.
Yeah, we got that Mission Barbecue blueberry cobbler.
Oh, that's it. I eat that. Oh, let me tell you, they go. I don't like peach cobbler, but I like theirs. Blueberry. I eat the bread all around it. I ask them for extra like bread, less blueberries. Bread pudding. That's it. Y'all don't know no. Yeah, yo, Cubans don't do bread pudding, do they?
No.
Yeah, y'all do flan. That's it. Any variations to it?
You can do a cheese flan.
You can do a cheese flan. You can do a coconut one, chocolate
cheese
chip
flan?
one.
What is flan made of?
Custard.
It's eggs and milk. And then if you want to make a cheese flan, then you put cream cheese in it.
I don't like
I'm
flan.
out.
I don't like
I'm
flan.
out.
I don't like flan either.
I don't like
and I'm
flan.
Cuban.
You know what it is? The
No.
texture.
I agree with
I
you.
don't
It's like mush.
The texture is a little uncomfortable, but
It's the difference
if
between.
you make it right, it tastes really
It's the difference between pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie.
You know what I've
Sweet potato
noticed?
pie is much softer.
You know what I've noticed doing a lot of holidays with the in-laws? A lot of people think they make good flan. They don't make good flan.
It's so true. And actually, you know what's one
They
of the
think
world's
they nail it.
They do, and then one of the world's biggest travesties is actually also arroz con leche. Don't even get me started.
I don't
Hey,
like that.
wait a minute.
I
Wait a
love arroz
minute.
con leche, but just
How-
like people think that they make good flan, they think they make good arroz con leche.
You
They
know
don't.
what's the craziest thing?
Mm-mm.
When somebody brings food over and they come in with their hype man.
Right.
Yeah. Whoa, you got to try this. Whoa.
Got the-
I'm telling you, if you
Whenever
like
they
this,
say that, I'm like,
and I'm like looking at him
I
like,
already know I probably won't like it.
dude, it's just a pie.
You got holiday Don King coming in there.
Right.
Thank you, Tobin. Thank you.
Right. And I'm telling you, I almost lost friends over somebody bringing potato pie.
Crazy. Let's get to the damage is done, my friend.
Gone.
So my damage is done goes to none other than the star of Meet the Parents, Something About Mary, Tropic Thunder. I do like his work. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't like Ben Stiller movies. I like Ben Stiller movies.
Along Came Polly.
I love his father. I love Jerry Stiller.
Oh yeah,
I
he's
love
no
him
longer
either from
with
King
us.
of Queens or with Seinfeld. He was great.
Yeah.
Oh, a legend. But I'm going to tell you something, dude. This Ben Stiller, as obnoxious Twitter Knicks fan, is not a character I care for, especially when you have the audacity, and may I say, the audacity to say anything, and I mean anything, about Kel'el Ware. And you were a bully. You Hollywood hype machine sitting here fawning over Mitchell Robinson. That you were like, it's going to happen again to Kel'el Ware. He's never going to figure it out. Well, what happened yesterday, dude? And by the way, why have you gone into hiding on Twitter? Because your thumbs were very busy during the game. And then all of a sudden, what's the matter? They cramp up? You need a Gatorade? Where's the tweets, Ben? Where's my tweets? Where's my apology to Kel'el Ware? Where's my apology to Udonis Haslem? Not my apology to Udonis Haslem. Your apology to Udonis Haslem. That's another story for another day. But where's my tweets, Ben? The damage is done, my friend. You know what? Save it. I don't want your tweets.
Done, my friend.
Leroy?
My damage is done. Goes to you.
Why?
Because
Damage
you
is
think
done.
you can tweet and say whatever to get the little likey likes, and then somebody put you on notice.
Right.
So UD
Mhm.
is waiting. And I would like to see that interaction. Might have been the best thing that ever happened that you had to go home.
Well, I would disagree. I
He'll
think
he'll be there tomorrow.
I will be too.
Okay.
Boots on the
Good.
ground.
All right. So the damage is done. Don't be trying to be all
Yeah, me going home
nice.
yesterday had nothing to do with fear of Udonis Haslam. That's independent of itself.
But tomorrow.
But I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay. I'm just saying you might have crossed the wrong path there.
It's Warriors night too.
Warriors night, so you're gonna be fired up.
He's not gonna be one of those people who thinks this is all my fault, does he?
All right. I mean,
Do we think that Brendan Tobin is still on his mind?
I don't think he forgets.
Dude, athletes are pettier than him.
Yep. As told by Jalen Phillips, who's now
No,
forgetting that he
no
played for
lie.
Miami.
Does he remember?
So wait, how about this? So I played against a guy in college, and we were playing in NFL, and I forgot what team he played for. And we was in pregame, and he walked up behind me and clipped me. You know, you do the legs and you cross the legs. I ain't forgot what you did to us in college. I'm like, I don't even know. Okay. So yeah, athletes are very, very, very petty. That's all right. It's
But
coming.
does he remember how Tobin looks like? Does he even know?
He knows Tobin!
But like, he meets
Hey,
so many people.
UD, in case you don't remember,
He knows.
Tobin is the guy who tried to run up that wall.
He knows. He knows. He knows.
Yeah.
Fine. I don't mean to like toot my own horn because I would like him not to know, but he knows.
He knows. If not, I'll remind him.
Thanks.
Oh yeah,
Send him
no.
a picture with an arrow.
It's about time
Hmm?
that you pay for some of the things.
I pay for my crimes all the
No,
time.
you don't.
I answer for my
No,
crimes
you
all
don't.
the time.
You know what you do?
What do you mean, dude?
You weasel your way out of it.
I do not weasel my way out of it.
What?
What are you talking about?
Semantic samurai.
That's it. That's you.
I don't think that's fair.
Really?
I'm very accountable.
Okay. Says the guy who says, I said we may have dodged the bullet.
Those are just facts. That's what I said. Jennifer, what damage is done for you?
Honestly, I don't really have a damage is done, but I can't stop thinking about this Jalen Phillips, man.
Wow. You got
Brittney, you opened my eyes to a whole new petty.
How about that?
I was gonna say I have to forego this. I have to.
Mm.
No,
Hey, hit it.
I'll mark it. I'll mark it.
-1 for butchering English.
I just got so excited because I was so angry.
I don't even know what the word was.
Did you just make it a goose liver?
No idea.
Forgo. I was gonna forego my damages done because I don't think anything has gotten me more angry than Jalen Phillips in the last week. So I just want to add one more thing to
Please do.
straight at Jalen Phillips. All right, buddy. You know what the you
Buddy.
Boy.
He got buddy, he got sweetheart, he got something
Sweetheart.
else too. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
when you
remember
call
what it
somebody
was.
sweetheart,
Listen here,
listen here,
bud.
bud. All right, the you doesn't want you because last
Whoa!
time. Listen, no, listen. Because that's crazy. The last time I checked, you were the one who sounded the hurricane horn when we lost to Louisville. So you know what? So you know what? Forget you,
Oh,
man.
He got a little Tobin in him.
You call him a mush?
You called him a
I
bush.
called him a mush.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
So yeah, the damage is done.
Damage is done.
I better not see you one more time on NBC
Oh no.
on Sunday Night Football,
gonna
which I
see
know
a
you'll
lot
be
of
there
them.
because you know we all the
Is that what the
Eagles.
Super
We
Bowl
play
is
for
this
the
year?
Eagles now.
Who has the Super Bowl this year?
The Super Bowl is,
NBC?
I don't know. Isn't the Super Bowl down here? No, the Super Bowl's not down here. Where's the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, NBC has the Super
It's
Bowl
in
this year.
it's in San Francisco, no?
What if the Eagles make the Super Bowl? He does that for the Super Bowl broadcast.
If let me tell you, Tobin, if he
That's when you love. That is
if
when you
he doubles back around and tries to be like the you for the Super Bowl, oh, we're gonna have problems.
Keep
We're
it
gonna have
consistent,
real big
Phillips.
issues.
Wow.
You better stick to Fresno, California, my
Oh,
friend.
you want him to keep that same energy?
Okay.
He better keep the same energy.
All right.
I better not hear the you come out of his mouth one more time.
It sounds
All
like
right. If we
consistent,
make the
man.
college football playoff, if we're in the top 12 tonight, I better not see a repost on your story, Jalen.
wow. It sounds like
Hey, they had a big conversation about
Hmm?
what we were talking about yesterday.
What?
this morning, Joe,
What are you talking about?
about why Notre Dame is above Miami.
Oh, okay. Well, I need to gather myself for a second because Brittney just yanked.
I'm telling you, since she first mentioned it, I can't stop thinking about it.
She just yanked Jalen Phillips' turnover chain.
Right.
She just
I think that's worse than being called a douche.
she just basically called him a mush, a douche, and took his Canes card.
Yeah,
And
wow.
all
because he said he was from Fresno.
All he said is he's Fresno and that he's happy.
Who remembers him in Fresno?
God forbid you're happy. This sounds like you got
don't turn your back on family.
Can I just ask you a question?
Yeah.
We'll get into the Canes thing. Are you sure you want to keep that energy with her over there?
Huh?
Are you sure you want to keep that Notre Dame energy with her over there? She's taking cards.
Wait, what is your don't
No.
Leroy?
We gotta take a break. We gotta take a break.
No.
We gotta take a break.
Leroy!
We gotta take a break.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Get to our headlines this hour, brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Panthers win yesterday, 8-5. The Cats win a thriller. Had AJ Greer, Luke Kunin, Evan Rodrigues, Anton Lundell. They lit the lamps. Sam Bennett, he gave the Cats the lead back 6-5 in the third period. Seth Jones had a huge pair. Brad Marchand added an empty netter, and Sergei Bobrovsky, the greatest night. But he did go to 9th all-time in NHL wins.
33%. That's not a good average.
It's not, but
they won.
They won.
Win the game that was there. It was a high-scoring game.
Crazy game.
Because, nobody just had one goal and a break. And I never seen so many. There was a lot of penalties in that game, weren't there? Seemed like somebody was in the power play the whole third period.
Plays, a lot of penalties, a lot of special teams going on with that one. The Heat, they win 115-113. Kel'el Ware, our favorite neighborhood Kryptonian. Big-time block at the end of the game, even though the refs tried to screw us.
Bridges will inbound. Pump fake twice, 3 times, 4 times. Finally gets it in to McBride. Up top, tries to shake Davion. Mid-range, pushes it up, missed it. Back to Cat, put it up, blocked by Ware. Pulled down. Count the bucket. Are you kidding me? You know what? There's a thought here, though. You call it if you're not sure so that you can look at it. Ware had that thing at the apex. The only thing will be the issue if it was over the cylinder. Take a look at the replay. Oh, that's a block.
The goaltend play is under review.
Yeah, I tell you, I love reasonable jacks in a pinch, because I was sitting there and I was fuming at that call. He goes, okay, hold on, let's hear this out. But that ref came in there and I was like, I thought it was like a loose ball foul they were calling. Like I was like, what do you mean that was a goal? I was like, goaltending. It was a clear as day block. Clear as day. Great play by Kel'el Ware yesterday. He was awesome. Let's hear a little bit from Eric Spoelstra on his young big man.
It just felt like the multiple efforts, even the block, that was called a goaltend. Like it was a great effort on his part. The rebounding, was very intentional. And the multiple efforts. I love that drive that he had with 4 minutes to go. It was kind of a loose ball. It caught on the baseline. It could have been one of those flip shots, but he wanted to make sure that this thing was going to the rim and got the and one. And, that showed me, there's growth in time, score, context, swing moments. Like, hey, let's not just, get a shot that you might take in the first 3 minutes of a game. But also some of the defense that he had on, one of the best scorers in this game. I'm not talking about, necessarily getting stops. It's just you have to negotiate through a lot of different things, pick and roll basketball, flares, a guy who knows how to draw fouls, is crafty. And then when he's not on them, like, hey, you got to patrol the paint and make sure that you're protecting the rim for us. And so there's a lot of different kind of roles that he had to do, throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, it sucks having Bam out, but I do think that this is going to be good for his
learning. Like he's gotten more minutes, more demands, and he's been able to.
I just loved his persona yesterday, right? Because everybody feels like he's got this nonchalant way about him, and he was so into rubbing it in the Knicks' face yesterday with the flexing and the big. It was so great to see.
Demeanor. You may think that, but that's not how they feel.
Mm-hmm.
And we sometimes, when you see one athlete act a certain way or react a certain way, we immediately think that's the standard for try hard and all of this. And some people's personality just doesn't allow them to go there. And Kel'el seems more laid back. It doesn't mean that he ain't going to get in your face, talk trash, or play hard, but it just, he just does it in a different way.
Listen. Just because you have a calm demeanor doesn't mean you can't get meaner.
Quickly.
Why?
Go ahead.
-1.
That was just terrible.
For show poniness.
No, not even that. You probably should be in the corner.
Why?
Because that was so bad.
What do you mean, dude? That's a great point.
You wonder why. You wonder why.
You understand why, though, right?
And I got to tell you, how you are about the Heat.
Yep.
Oh, the you over there.
She was giving you the business during the break
Oh, she want to fight.
because you were giving her your terrible Notre Dame take.
No.
Absolutely, he was giving me his terrible Notre Dame take.
It
Don't even
was
start.
terrible.
So,
You just
like,
said you
Leroy,
agree with me.
I wasn't that okay. I
Yeah.
agree, semi, but I still said, why are
What
we
the hell
playing
is
football?
semi-agree?
You can semi-agree. I can agree with parts of what you said,
Partially agree.
but not all of what you said.
Okay. Notre Dame lost to 2 ranked teams. You lost to 2 unranked teams. That means that when you lose,
Stop making it though. Like
hold on, wait.
Team.
When you lose to 2 unranked teams, you drop farther down in the standings. That's how Notre Dame is above you.
I'm okay. First off, I'm not angry that Notre Dame's above Miami. I'm
yeah.
just saying you're upset about it, Tobin.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's just like the game. Like I've never.
Do you understand how it happens though?
I've
If
never-
you get ranked every week and you lose to an unranked team, you will drop farther
It
down.
feels like boxing. It's like you're just going on style points. It's dumb. Like I've never.
What do you mean? You lost to an unranked team.
Yeah, but you didn't lose to a
2
team
of
that's
them.
ahead of you. You beat them. Like I've never understood a sport where the subjective weight of losses matters more than wins. Direct wins. You beat the team.
I agree. So
Yeah,
that's
but
what my
it
point
was
is. Like,
3 months ago.
Who
I think no, I
cares?
don't like
I-
that. Doesn't
like-
make any sense. That I disagree with you because right now,
So
whatever,
you
wanna
should get
put Notre
credit.
Dame-
So
you want to put Notre Dame
Miami
above
should
us
get
for
credit
playing
for
right
beating Notre Dame,
Absolutely.
even though it was the first game
Why
of the
do
year.
we play then?
cares?
Why
Which
do we play
team
the
is
game?
better right now?
Why do we have Chick-fil-A kickoffs
the
and
Canes-
Peach Bowls to begin the
didn't
games if they are
ask
not
you.
important
Canes-
games?
Who do you think is the-
if we had Canes Notre Dame this week, I think the Canes would win. I would. We saw it. Like why would you think something else would happen?
You
Like
know-
what's changed?
You think the committee is looking at the team?
I'm not talking
But-
about the committee. I'm asking you.
But the whole conversation is why Notre Dame is ranked higher than Miami.
I mean, I
And
know
so-
why.
and-
Politics and marketing.
It's not politics.
Politics and marketing, dude. Every single time.
You lost to 2 unranked teams.
I'm disappointed that you
You
haven't.
drop. Do you okay? Would you agree? If you lose to a ranked team versus losing to an unranked team, you lose to an unranked team, you're going to drop farther in.
No, obviously.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay. So there. If you lose to 2 unranked teams and Notre Dame has only lost to 2 top 10 teams, do you see how that separation could be?
Not when you beat them. You would have an argument if that was their only loss.
All right.
Then I wouldn't be sitting here complaining about
this
it.
This is just I would like to have a like you say, yeah, I can see it, but so you're saying Miami should be 10th and Notre Dame should be 14th.
No, I mean you could have them lower. I think I saw was it Danny Cannell yesterday? I think he had the Canes 10th and Notre Dame 11th. I'm like, yeah, it's appropriate. Or you could have them 11th and 12th. That's fine. I don't care how low the Canes are. Just Notre Dame can't be higher than them. It's dumb.
And you can't, in my opinion, you can't put Notre Dame in the college football playoff if you don't put Miami. If Miami if they both win out,
Doesn't make sense. Like
but
that
they-
doesn't make
you-
sense. It
you
doesn't make
can't
sense. Why do
hear-
we
you
play
can't-
football?
when
We
they
can't
go you can't get past the fact that you lost to 2 unranked teams. Now, what I would say to you is this. If you beat the hell out of Virginia Tech and beat the hell out of Pittsburgh, I'm more than sure you will move up ahead. But if you squeak by those 2 teams,
listen, the Canes and Mario Cristobal, I'm always going to be scared that they could blow it against these teams. Like that's always got to be a thing that's a factor. I'm just talking about straight up right here. It's weird to me that in a sport where you have a result and we go like, you've been like, I feel like we've all been brainwashed into that, Leroy. It's crazy.
No,
you
listen.
had the game. They played whole off season to prepare for it. Teams healthier than they ever have been. And you're like, well, you know what? 3 months have gone by and they played Navy, so they're different. It's like, huh?
You can't see. Everybody's trying to compare this. Louisville is now ranked. Miami dropped later. You can't look at then. You have to look at the overall. I'm agreeing. I'm not even.
It's really not. It has nothing to me. And this isn't. And by the way, I've been steady on this through college football. Whenever this isn't just a Canes thing, I find it stupid because we change the rules. They do this for the SEC all the time. Because the SEC, it's like a Ponzi scheme of rankings, and it's like, why don't the games matter? They did the same thing with FSU when they screwed FSU.
Mm-hmm.
Now it ended up being right because FSU didn't have their quarterback, but it's not fair that the games happened and you just decide we don't want you.
Exactly,
It's
because like
dumb.
it's like
Leroy
they forget
being
also
paid
Alabama
by the committee to say no to Miami. So no, Michigan's not getting it.
Alabama.
I'm telling you that they're not good enough to be in. They have an excellent quarterback, and they don't have enough around them. So relax. I'm not that guy. Okay, I'm not that guy that's going to make the rules fit my team. I'm not.
But
it is what it is.
This happened a couple of years ago with the Georgia Tech thing, where they were like, "Oh, you lost to Georgia Tech. It's such a shame." And then Georgia Tech went nail for nail with Georgia,
right?
And they keep taking these ACC losses, and they're like the Canes lost to a Conference USA team.
Right.
It's like, all right, yeah. Hey, ultimately, don't lose. I get it. That's the thing. But the thing is that it's the only conference, it feels like, that is supposedly a major conference that, like, if you lose a game, it's a death sentence. And it shouldn't be.
Because they
shouldn't be
figure
that
your
way.
conference is so easy that it hurts you more.
Yeah, but like, who's to say that? Like, they're playing a bunch of independent teams. They're not even in a conference. And then the SEC, you fluff up all these other schools like they're the greatest thing ever. And it's just so you get, it's like this Powell. He sits there and he's like, well, they better remember where their bread is buttered when it comes to these rankings. It's like, what? What are you threatening people? It's stupid. So my thing about this is, listen, the Canes could be ranked for me. The Canes could be ranked.
There you go. Don't get excited. Miami still has to close out the season, and they're on upset alert. They're not guaranteed to win anything. If they go to a regular bowl, they still have to win it.
That really has nothing to do with nothing, though. Like, again, I'm fully aware as a Miami Hurricanes fan in my whole life and in the ACC, I'm fully aware the Miami Hurricanes can Miami Hurricane and Mario Cristobal can Mario Cristobal. Really has nothing to do with nothing. My whole point of it is the Canes still have this win that was impressive against Notre Dame to open up the season, which, by the way, they were double-digit underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
And they beat their ass that game. It was close at the end. They put a little window dressing, but they beat their ass. And then everybody's counterpoint to it was, oh, it was 3 months ago. It's like, so the game was the game.
No, I only say it's 3 months ago, not to dismiss them beating Notre Dame. But as the season goes on, your rankings can improve or get better or worse based on how you're playing during the season. And you can't keep going back to, oh, well, we beat Notre Dame, we shouldn't be ranked that low. You lost to two unranked teams. That's why you're where you are. It has nothing to do with Notre Dame as to why you're ranked where you are. It has everything to do with Miami.
Yeah, but
so stop talking about Notre Dame.
But in the totality of it, like Notre Dame started off the season with 2 losses. Whoever they were to, they got away. Basically, the bad stuff's in the beginning, and just perception is reality.
You ever heard that? As far as college football is concerned, it's better to lose early than late.
That's dumb.
Why?
It's just dumb. It's like the season is the season. When it happened, it happened.
So you say no rankings till after the season's over?
Oh, I would love that. I would love no rank or middle of the season is when the rankings are, or strength of games. It's all dumb. It's like it's all subjective.
Now you're coming up with that because your
I've
team,
literally been saying this
forever.
forever. I've been saying this about college football forever. I think it's the dumbest sport because we're all sitting. It's like a beauty pageant.
You know what it is, right?
What?
It's for TV.
I know.
You can't sell it.
You can. There's no more.
I'm not defending.
Miami's going to get you views. So I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that because it's like Miami's a polarizing team.
College
football is better when Miami is good.
Miami will get you views, but it won't draw nationally like Notre Dame will in attendance. Like
when you get in an argument with people and their fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just can't win. It's annoying that you can't have grown-up conversations. Leroy defends Notre Dame. You know how much I despise Notre Dame. I'm not defending Notre
Get on
Dame.
board, baby.
No, I'm just reading
Just
the
get
text.
on board, though.
Huh?
Just get on board, though.
Join the dark side.
It has nothing to do with joining the dark side.
Just
I'm
because
just tired of hearing people complain about their situation when it's your fault you're in that situation.
Yeah, but that's
so shut up
but that's
and deal with
that's
it.
literally, unless you go undefeated, you're gonna do some finagling throughout the season.
1000%. It's like, but I don't see anybody questioning Alabama and the fact that they lost to Florida State.
Right.
No one ever
Yeah,
seemingly
because it was
forgot.
early.
But that's
No, but that's so stupid.
So how long?
Leroy.
Why
Let me ask you-
why do they
so
make
wait,
the
wait,
game such
let
a
me
big
ask you
deal
a
then?
question. Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
You know the rankings change every week.
Yep.
Okay. Based on whether you win or you lose.
Yep.
So if you win early
Mhm.
and you're a top 10 team and you drop and then you win a bunch of games in a row, you're probably going to go back, right?
Mhm.
But if you lose late and you're in the top 10 with all the other teams that they won't put ahead of you that having good seasons, if you lose late, then you drop back behind all those other teams.
Yeah, but why does it?
So you may drop more
But-
because there's more of a resume for all the teams in the country.
That's fine, but why does a team that doesn't have a conference that the only
That's
time
a whole nother
Hold on,
conversation.
but they don't have a conference, and so they have to load. They may have to make their schedule somewhat respectable looking because they're taking on
they play
armed
what?
forces.
USC, they
USC,
play
Texas A&M, and Miami, and
Texas
they lost two
A&M.
of them.
Right.
And so like they get this, the only part of their schedule that is respectable, they blow, but then they get to fluff up.
Do they play USC?
They beat
yet?
USC,
They beat USC.
which was what, 20th? Well, like great Jakes.
Yeah. Who else? I can't think of who else they beat.
Exactly.
No, I get it. I understand. I'm not, again, like you can argue and fight about where my team should be, but you should be complaining about your team losing to two unranked teams.
I get you.
And you're leaving it to the mercy of everybody else. Don't complain about everybody else because you lost two games.
But then it would be like literally two teams in the country you could say don't get to complain about. It would be like Indiana and Ohio State. Everybody else is going to do some finagling.
Sure.
That's how it is.
Absolutely. So should Alabama be higher than Georgia?
I don't know.
Who just beat Oklahoma? Just beat Alabama. That was 11-4.
Mm-hmm.
Like it, yeah.
Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Fix your camera, Leroy. Tobin and Leroy back with you here on FM 104.3 WQAM. And very excited to talk to our next guest. Joins us in studio, the voice of your Florida Panthers right here on WQAM as the Cats won a wild one last night. Leroy 8-5 over the Canucks. Doug Plagens joining us here. Hello, Doug. How are you?
What's going on? How cool is this?
Yeah,
very excited to have you.
Yeah. Usually we see you in your house.
Yeah, this is awesome.
It's awesome to have you. That was a wild one last night, man.
It was. I was just telling Leroy before we jumped in here, it almost felt like 2 or 3 different hockey games in one, the way that it started. The Panthers fell behind early, and it wasn't for a lack of execution or anything like that. Vancouver just came out, cashed in on some early opportunities, even though the Panthers had some good pressure. Stuck with it, as we've seen, has been a kind of a hallmark trait of this team in recent years. They really don't panic, and we saw that again last night. And that's a trait that they've had for a while. And got that big lead. Then Vancouver battled back, and the Panthers ultimately ended up pulling away at the end. So again, there was a little bit of everything in that game.
Do you like calling games like that? All of the goals, is that exhausting? You've gotten used to the Paul ball style and low score. We had this a few years ago when they were high flying, scoring all the time. Did you miss it? Did you harken back a couple of years to a game like that?
From our perspective, and you always hear players sometimes enjoy playing in games like that because the Panthers set a franchise record last night with 16 different players getting a point, including Sergei Bobrovsky. I heard that from the folks on Sirius XM early this morning. That was a team record that 16 different Panthers had a point last night, and even Sergei Bobrovsky had an assist in the game. It is fun, high event hockey, as you'd say, but I guess we are fortunate in that the way this Panthers team has been constructed and the way that they've played the last few years, even when they're in low scoring games, the Panthers games are interesting. Their low scoring games are still fun. Yes. You can't say that about every team that we've seen over the last, over this era or going back to previous eras. Sometimes low scoring games can be a little bit, low event, but that was a high event game. We certainly had a good time with it. No doubt about that.
We were talking about this with you because like hockey, I mean, I'm sure you've been doing it your whole life. You've been getting ready for this and all that stuff. How the hell do you see the deflections? You call them so well all the time. These things are blasting shots. It's just little tip by, are you on binoculars? Like, did you just grow this hockey eye? How do you see this damn thing? The game's moving so damn fast.
Well, I appreciate it, first of all. And I'll admit there are times that I'm having to look at body language. A lot of times, first and foremost, players' body language will usually tell you what you need to know. And that
when they start celebrating, or he must have tipped
and if just from the perspective of if, sometimes the puck goes in and out so quickly or it barely goes in the net. And a player's body language will usually tell you that, they know when the puck went in, whether it's you see guys start to celebrate or you see somebody from the team that got scored on start to let up on the play because they know that the puck just went in the net. So a lot of times just watch the players. That'll tell you what you need to know. But I'm very fortunate, and it's probably because he spent so much time in front of the net in the National Hockey League battling with defensemen. But Billy Lindsay has a really good knack for noticing A, that a deflection happened, and B, what that might have gone off of. And a lot of times what's happening in the booth is that deflection happens, the puck goes in, and even if I've caught it, Billy will grab the sheet and he starts pointing at a number. And so it happens a lot. So yes, the teamwork does happen. Billy has an unbelievable eye for that, but it also just comes with doing a lot of games, the repetition. And I think you could probably say that about any profession out there, but you just start to get a feel for how things look, where the celebration starts. And let's say, the guy who takes the shot isn't the one who's kind of leading the fist bump line over to the bench, then you kind of know that the guy who is the first over leading that fist bump line
tipped it.
He knows he tipped it, or his teammates know he tipped it. So you get a feel for it that way.
I got to tell you, I've never seen a situation where they stop a goal. So, instead of deflecting it, they go, if you would have just left it alone, it was in the net. I've never seen that. So, is everybody on the ice that aware of that puck, to like, holy smokes.
They do practice it a lot.
Oh, really?
Deflections are a thing that gets practiced a lot. And that's why, and Paul Maurice has used this terminology before, but with a player like Matthew Tkachuk, for example, and Sam Reinhart, one of the best in the business as well, there is an art to tipping pucks, but you can take it a step further. And a couple of these guys are so gifted with their hands and their skills with the puck, and Tkachuk and Reinhart are prime examples of this, but it goes beyond just deflecting a puck. And Paul Maurice has said they almost steer it. It takes it to a different level. They're so good with that part of the game. But in the modern era, the goalies have gotten so good, and the goalies are only getting bigger. I mean, it seems like, we're looking at 6'3" and up for the size of these goalies, which comes with huge wingspan. The days of, a Mike Vernon, for example, going back to the 90s or somebody like that who, was a 5'9", 5'10" goaltenders. You just don't see those as much. And when you see a goaltender who's listed at, for example, 6 foot even, he almost gets viewed a little bit on the smaller side as far as the game goes.
It blew me away when I first met Bob. I was like,
tiny.
You see all that gear, but you're 6'1", slim, and all of these goalies now are enormous.
They're only getting bigger, it feels like. And you're starting to see goaltenders that are, like I said, 6'3" seems to almost be in the middle nowadays, and you're seeing more and more 6'4", 6'5", even goaltenders getting into that 6'6" range, which when you have a guy that big who then is going to have a wingspan that big and then is going to have equipment that needs to be that big to accommodate him, it's tough to find openings. It's tough to find a window to shoot at, and that's why these deflections, especially in the playoffs and in the big games and against teams that defend really well, it's become such a huge part of the sport.
What have you? Oh, go ahead, Leroy.
I'm just, the other thing is it weird? Like, is it just me? Because I don't watch as much hockey, but it seems like they go to the empty net a lot sooner than they were before.
So it's a good observation, because it definitely has been the
like
case.
5 minutes left. They go, boom, goalies. I'm like, wait a minute. We still got a quarter of the period.
It almost used to be, if you go back to like the 90s, for example, it was kind of like the unwritten protocol that you'd get down to about a minute and a half left, a minute left, you'd pull your goalie. And it kind of changed. You go back maybe a decade when Patrick Waugh had his first tour of duty as a head coach when he was coaching the Colorado Avalanche. And again, you go back about a decade and you started to see coaches kind of just trust their gut, the feel. How's the game going? If my top guys are rested and I feel like maybe we're coming out of a media timeout at, and there's, 5 minutes and change left and I'm just feeling good. Maybe that's our opportunity and we're going to get the goalie out. And it does change the dynamic in how a game is played too. If a team's down one and all of a sudden you go that route, you play that card, if you will, it can send a jolt of momentum into a team. You might have your group with your top guys rested. You might calculate it to where, okay, my top guys are rested. Their top checking unit is not. So I have a good opportunity with a matchup late in the game that I want to get to try and tie this thing up. It's not as rigid as it used to be where you would have coaches, okay, minute and a half left. Let's start to think about getting the goalie out and we'll do it that way. We've seen it now routinely. Some coaches have really taken it to different levels. I mean, you'll see it occasionally 5 or 6 minutes left. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and a coach will pull his goaltender.
I got to get my hockey stuff out because when I ask him a hockey question, he gets mad at me. Right?
You ask very specific questions. No, you have like very situations that
because
are
I'm trying to learn.
That was a fine question. Like you didn't ask like, does that happen? But also, if they're on the power play, does that count?
Here's the other thing.
You got rule 41A-2. Like that's what the things that he asked me. I'm like, dude, I don't know.
Did you know if you're in overtime and you go empty net and you lose, you don't get a point.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy smokes. Yep. Why?
And that came into play in recent. That's
why. Remember, I asked you about it last year.
Yep.
And they said we need 2 points. Like we need 2 points.
Which that can happen. And there was a specific incident. We're going way back. There was a game in the late 80s where the New Jersey Devils went into overtime against Chicago late in the game. And I think a guy that a lot of folks have come to know as an analyst, Darren Pang, was actually the goaltender for Chicago in that game. But the Devils and the Blackhawks went to overtime. It was either late in the season, may have even been the last game of the season. The Devils needed 2 points to make the playoffs. So 1 point for getting into overtime wasn't going to do it. So they had to win. And you might get into situations like that where that second point means so much. And you look now too, across the league, that's partially why it's so difficult to make up ground and why really the worst thing you can do in the National Hockey League is have a dreadful start. You want to at least come out of the gate and be in the middle of the pack and at least tread water and do what you need to do to accumulate points. Because if you fall behind to try and make up ground when you have all these 3-point games, especially in a season like this, where I don't know that we've seen, I know a lot of folks like to use the word parity. You hear the phrase competitive balance used a lot. And I think that's almost more of what we have here. And it's that all these teams truly night to night are capable of beating each other. I can't remember a season where you go into it, and I know everybody's going to always say the right things, but you go into it and we can all look at it and we know who the contenders are, who the teams in the middle are. We know what teams probably, for lack of a better way to put it, have a better chance at the draft lottery at the number 1 pick than they do at winning the Stanley Cup. This year, you go into the season, there's like 27 out of 32 go into this thing, probably with realistic playoff aspirations and some sort of expectation that if it isn't met, there's going to be questions that have to be asked. I don't know that we've seen a season like this in a long time where you have so many teams that are in it. And that's where these 3-point games come into play, and why if you fall behind, it's tough to make up ground. I guess it's a really lengthy way of answering why night to night. It's important to try and get those 2 points any way you can. And sometimes you get into spots where you absolutely have to have the 2 points.
Is it more important now with the injuries and the guys and so many guys called up aware just to stay afloat and try to stay within reasonable distance from the top of the division or the conference? Because when those guys come back, there's going to be a lot of pressure on them to kind of get that charge going.
Yeah, the Panthers, if we're just taking it to the Panthers' perspective here at this point in the season, they've done a really good job of that. They're a couple of games over 500, a lot of home games coming up here, so there's a good opportunity to make a move. And I know I mentioned it with Hawk and Crowder the other day, but there are a lot of teams out there. And it just goes back to, first of all, how strong the leadership group in the room is. This team's won back-to-back Stanley Cups, been to 3 straight Cup finals, and there's nobody sitting here comfortable with just what they've accomplished in the past. These guys know what they can do, and that they're in the middle of a contending window that spans years into the future with how many key players are signed. It speaks to what Paul Maurice has been able to instill as far as a system that is picked up. Guys know what to expect. They know what the standards are. They know what to go out and do each night. And it speaks to what Bill Zito's been able to build here as far as the roster goes and the organizational depth. There are a lot of teams out there. If you were to take their top line center, another all-star forward who's a point a game guy, a regular defenseman that played in the Cup run last year, 2/3 of their fourth line, when we're talking about Tomas Nosek and Jonah Gadjevich from the playoff run last year, if you were to take these guys out of the lineup, you could take just the 2 guys, the 2 all-star forwards out, but going beyond that, the 5 players I just mentioned, a lot of teams, if you took that out of their lineup, they're prepping for the draft lottery. The party's over.
Right.
But what the Panthers been able to do here, to say they're in it is an understatement.
Yeah.
They're right in the thick of this thing. It's a team that still has elite players up and down the lineup, whether it's, elite players in the league, guys who are elite at the roles that they're filling. It's the Panthers are in a great spot right now, even with these players out and with hopefully returns down the road on the horizon. Still very much a wait and see with all of these players, an opportunity to get some reinforcements perhaps down the road.
What your first full season calling Brad Marchand every single night? This has been an unbelievable run that it's been on, but what are the things that just stand out about him every night that you watch and you just appreciate that maybe you didn't when he was on Boston?
Yeah, on the ice, the things that we knew with the Boston Bruins, you knew about the fact that he played with that emotion and it was infectious and his teammates fed off it. So you knew about that. You knew how how good of a penalty killer he is. Maybe the best penalty killing forward of this generation. Not just, in Bruins history, not just, he's one of the best penalty killers the game's ever seen. Unbelievable hands. And Paul Maurice has talked about this too, but
he does love his hands.
Yes.
He's
Good hands.
His giftedness, he's so gifted offensively and in tight spaces. It's really impressive to watch. And at this, he showing no signs of slowing down. And then you take it a step further, and we're fortunate to be around these guys at the practice rink, and whether it be on road trips, whatever the case may be. For a guy who's been in the game this long, who is a future Hall of Famer, the attitude he brings every single day, he knows when to keep things light, but he also plays with, an unmatched intensity. I asked Evan Rodrigues the same question the other day, just to, he's still one of the newest Panthers, Brad is, because he just came at the deadline last year, but he was obviously involved in the cup run. And Evan said one of the things you appreciate is just seeing how much he loves and just values doing this every single day. And that's something that rubs off on everybody. So it's been special to watch him play every single night. And it's a really rare instance now that we're seeing where when it's all said and done, and, the way he's playing, no signs of slowing down. We're talking years down the road, but when it's all said and done, he's going to be absolutely beloved by two different fan bases, which is a rare situation for an athlete. A lot of guys might be beloved in one place, have a little bit of success somewhere else, contribute to something, but this guy's going to be absolutely beloved in two different places. And
won championships in both places. I didn't realize how just fast and just he's all over the place. Because a lot of times people say, "Oh, I hate that guy. He's a menace." And when you think of guys like that, they play a different style of hockey. He does, he's that. He's an antagonist, but the style of hockey, he's not like a bruiser or anything like that. It's fun.
He knows the game within the game, and in the same way that Matthew Tkachuk. I thought, coming into the year or coming in, I've thought since he was a Panther that there's really nobody who knows the game within the game, maybe who has his finger on the pulse of a game better than Matthew Tkachuk. When you talk about knowing when the perfect time to lay a big hit is, the perfect time to, try and turn the momentum of a game, he just knows exactly. He's just so dialed in. Brad's that same kind of guy.
Doug Plagens joining us here in studio. Before we get you out of here, a couple big ones coming up. You got New Jersey's having a hell of a season. They're coming up on Thursday, and then
Jack Hughes, the freak injury that happened there.
And then you got the Cup rematch coming up on this week. Is there one out of those two you're more looking forward to, or just kind of see where this team is at?
They're both important games. I think you look at the New Jersey game, even without Jack Hughes for the better part of a couple of months, what they're saying, it's still a very talented team and a team that's going to be playoff bound. If somehow New Jersey didn't make the playoffs, then there was a collapse that took place. So it's I know we overuse people in our seats overuse the phrase measuring stick game sometimes, but these are, you have to look at them that way in a sense, because don't look now. We've already played about a quarter of the season. We're getting close to that mark of the year. 25% of this thing's flown by faster than I think anybody could have ever envisioned, because the condensed schedule, the Olympics this year, everything like that. So you do need to look at games like New Jersey coming up, a team that you may run into down the road in a playoff matchup, something like that. But always interesting with Edmonton. It's gotten to be that way, obviously. A history, to say the least, between these two, and the Panthers have beaten them in the Cup final back-to-back years, and Edmonton not having the type of season they would like to be having.
Look at the like, are they? Do you think? Because I'm not following them day to day. Like, are they going through a lot of just the fatigue of the runs too? You think that's happening, or are there other struggles that they're dealing with?
They had a tough start last year. If we're talking about it right now, I don't love the supporting cast of the roster that they have now, and I haven't loved the supporting cast. I've been fine. If I'm looking at it from Edmonton's perspective, the last couple of years, I couldn't say I was ever more than fine with the supporting cast that they had. I thought the supporting cast, and when I say the supporting cast, I mean the guys who aren't McDavid, Draisaitl, Evan Bouchard. So when I think the first year the two teams met the Cup final, the series that went to 7, I thought that Edmonton's supporting cast was the strongest in that of these 3 seasons in that year. I thought it was the strongest. Last year, I thought it was a little bit of a notch below the previous year. And this year, I think there's some unknowns. There's some young guys, some guys that maybe haven't turned the corner yet. And, it's a team that has had some slow starts in recent years. And I mean, Leroy, you might be able to speak to this more, just knowing what a pro athlete goes through and the grind of everything. But in their scenario, to go all the way to the finish line back-to-back years and then fall just short and then have to wind it all back up and try to do it all over again. I mean, that has to take a bit of a toll.
The biggest problem with all of it is that you bring, the whole organization comes out with this plan to beat the Florida Panthers, but all the other teams are doing it too. So the next team that you might have to face to win a Stanley Cup might not be the Florida Panthers. And now you've gotten ready for a team that's not there. And it just keeps, it's so rare for a team to go to 3 straight finals in anything. So to say you are getting ready for them, it's not like Florida getting ready for Tampa or Florida with Carolina, right? This is totally different. There's a lot of good teams out there. And I give you a perfect example. We went 15-1. We lost to Atlanta in overtime, which till this day drives me crazy. We figured we're that good. We'll come back this next year. We're okay. We got to the playoffs. Guess who we ran into? The greatest show on turf. We were up 27-20. So we go in at halftime. No bigs. Go finish this out and go to the next one. We lost 49-27. Jesus. That was, we think we're getting ready for Denver and we're getting ready for Atlanta. And here comes the greatest show on turf who had a run of 3 or 4 years. That's how sports is crazy. And that even when we project, when we project NFL season or what team's going to be good or not, we always forget about the teams getting better.
Yeah.
We only think about the teams we saw last year. Who's going to be that team that comes out of nowhere that finally puts it all together like the Panthers did 3 or 4 years ago? There's going to be a couple of those teams. There are going to be a couple teams.
Hey, that's you always have to remind yourself there are 31 other teams trying to win this thing too.
Yes.
And the Panthers. So what the Panthers are doing is absolutely historic. And then you have the short off season. So everybody says, how do you recover? How do you overcome the short off season and not having that time to heal? Well, it's a lot easier to deal with when your short off season is full of parading the Stanley Cup around and you get to experience that. And then you get to have everything and you get to raise a banner. Yeah. Imagine being the Edmonton Oilers and playing all the way to June 24th one year and then playing all the way to June 17th the next year. Yeah. And all you have is a couple of conference championship banners to show for it. That has to take a toll.
I think that this team is kind of feeling the wear and tear a little bit as far as the Panthers, but they've done a good job of getting other guys in, give them a chance to get healthy. I think the biggest issue is you can just see some of the injuries that they're having is like muscular. Like with Kachuk, groin. It's not bone stuff. It's like groin because you've just been going at it for so long. These guys have played almost an extra season of hockey. So, and everybody else has played 3 seasons of hockey. They've played enough games for 4. So just imagine adding an extra year. It catches up and you have to be, safe. They're in really good shape because I've never watched it on the ice and go, that guy's taking a break. Like I've never seen it.
No, they play hard.
Right. They play hard. And to do that, it takes a different type of person to be able to go through that. And Paul Maurice just has a way of getting it out of him. It's hard.
You look at Anton Lundell, for example. He's a 5th-year guy who basically has played 6 years in the NHL because you add up the basically a full season's worth of playoff games. He's also the most spoiled young player in the NHL.
Oh, yeah. No kidding. 5 years. I've been to 3 Stanley Cups. This is easy league.
Catch Doug Plagens Thursday night, Cats and Devils. You can hear that right here on QAM. Doug, appreciate the time, man. Thanks you so much.
Thanks so much for having me. Great to see you guys in person.
Great to see you. We'll take a break. Get you caught up with your headlines. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Thanks to Doug Plagens. We just gave you a lot of hockey for your ass.
Yeah.
Voice of the Panthers stopping on by.
I got new hockey guy. Don't need you now.
Fine, dude. That's fine.
Berate me.
I mean, he's
don't
get mad
berate
at
you.
me.
I don't berate you. You just ask very strange questions. Today there was an easy one.
Okay.
I could have answered that.
Don't over. You are the worst. You are the worst.
Headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. The Heat, they beat the Knicks 115-113. Norman Powell, 19 points. Davion Mitchell, 18. Kel'el Ware had 16 points, 14 rebounds, 3 blocks, a steal. Simone Fontecchio, 14 points. They win. A little bit from Davion Mitchell on the crazy ending of the game. A lot of putbacks and rebounds, and finally Heat secured to get the win.
Great win. I I think that they got the jump ball, obviously, and kind of was in scramble mode. It came downhill. Deuce went to his left. I kind of bumped it a little bit, and then Kel'el had a great contest. Made him shoot the ball extremely high. Obviously, they got the rebound, but he did a good job of still contesting that. He just did a really good job of just swarming and helping out on the backside.
Love Davion Mitchell's energy, everything that he brings to the table.
Everything
that
dude is a balled up ball of energy.
Him and Pelle Larsson. Like when Pelle Larsson drew the offensive foul on Karl Anthony Towns, and he's just like, he's so like Swedish cool. But then like when something crazy happens, he loses his mind. And I just need somebody to make a montage of it for me. Like something of, if I could just get a Pelle Larsson reactionary celebratory montage of just his energy. If we could bottle up Pelle Larsson's energy, I think it would be the top energy drink on the market. I don't know what we would call it, but I'm telling you right now, whatever that dude has, people need it. Like that's the kind of, like, it's crazy what flows through those Swedish veins when he does something positive. And he's always crashing into people, or people are crashing into him, taking those hits. He loves contact.
Yeah, well, that some people's game has to be that, right? That's what's crazy. Like sometimes, like the closer you can be to your true self, the more success you can have at your profession.
I'm telling you, dude, these two guys, like, I just love everything those two bring to the table.
We got to nickname the three of them when they go: Pelle, Jaime Jaquez Jr., and Davion. Not Davion. They go Pelle, Jaime, who's the other
Dru
dog?
Smith?
Yeah, Davion. Oh, Dru Smith.
Done off the bench.
Yeah, when they go those three guys and they lock down on defense.
Man. Love Dru Smith.
Can't
too.
call him Oreo.
It's a little unbecoming these days,
No, but they're the other way anyway.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Here's Norman Powell. We'll take it.
Jeff was like,
nope, just giving us a -1.
-1.
All right. I was trying to come up with something.
For rambling.
I'm not rambling.
For making it weird.
A little weird.
For show poniness.
No, that's only you.
I don't think so. I think you're immune.
Nick said Neapolitan. Hey, touch them all. Politically correct.
I'm not saying a word.
No.
Dade South says, what about Pelsius energy?
Celsius?
Does it sound like you hip thrusting?
I like it.
Oh, United Nations?
Dru Smith's American.
No, but it's still.
What?
Is American not in part of the United Nations
I
anymore?
always feel like that connotes international, Also, Jaime Jaquez is American as well.
Yeah. Okay. Nope. Can't
American
do that.
he has been fantastic this season. A good win for the Heat. I mean, like, honestly, I will say this about the Heat. To do this, to be where they're at right now, a couple games over 500, but they've really shown themselves well against what's supposed to be some good competition with Bam and Tyler out. You know, like, I really think the Heat get to December, a little easier. December, Leroy. A lot of bad records. So, like, they keep this thing afloat. They get healthier. Like, they're going to be in, I think, a pretty good spot.
They're kind of in the same spot as maybe when you look at what the Panthers are going through. Like, they got a lot of guys. I've seen a lot of names that I'm not familiar with.
Yes.
And they're hanging in there. But, whew, it's getting tough for them because everybody's after them. They don't care who you got playing.
No, they don't. They see the jersey. They want to get after it. And, yes, there's been a lot of guys banged up and some of our favorites, like Jonah Gajovic, you know. Although A.J. Greer's been playing well as well. He's been good.
Mm-hmm.
He's been good. Rhino.
Was that whole third period basically somebody was at an advantage? It seemed like there were so many penalties in the third period.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on. Cats, though, dude, they get the win. And they got the New Jersey Devils coming into town on Thursday. LeBron James appears like he is going to be making his season debut tonight against the Utah Jazz.
All right.
Back from the sciatica, Leroy.
So there ain't nothing to be played with.
Have you ever said that? You had sciatica?
Yeah, dude. It's like a sharp pain that shoots down your leg, and there's no rhyme or reason. You just stand up and go, oh!
Mm-hmm.
And then you sit back down. So you got to kind of stretch it and yeah, man.
Macman says, how do we make sure Bam coming back doesn't slow down Ware's development? Can't cut into Bam's minutes. Bam and Ware don't play well together. Their minutes weren't good this year. Their minutes were good last year. Their metrics were good last year. I'm not really worried about that.
Bam was in the paint and Kel'el was outside.
I don't worry about that so much. I think it just needs to kind of work itself out. But I'm not sweating that. I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Right.
The guy I'm worried about is Nico, because Nico, I mean, you know what the thing it's not even the shots. This has been a thing.
He turned the ball over.
Turning the ball over. The thing that has been craziest about him the last couple of games, though, foul trouble. And that's not been a thing for him.
Did he have he almost fouled out last
game? He almost fouled out the game before in New York, and then this next game comes out against and you know they're gonna throw in there Keyshot.
Ooh.
Bless his heart.
Ooh. 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 That was brutal.
Did have a nice block to end his stint, though.
Okay.
He did. It was something.
Okay.
I'm looking for something. But yeah, Nico with the foul trouble. I'm like, oh, dude, okay. So on top of you struggling with the shooting and this, now all of a sudden you're fouling up the wazoo. What's going on here? What's going on? This is not like you. You're crashing into people. Luis says Nico's turned into Duncan. It's bad, bro. Al Mago says they're mixing up Duncan and Nico. It's crazy. He's getting that 2 for 2.
I don't know. It seemed like after that big game, he's been Nico.
Yeah, it's been a rough season. I can't defend it, but I'm not like writing him off. He's still young.
Of course.
You know? It's Stunt Steven says, you know who turns that ball over? That bum first round pick in Sioux Falls. All right, dude, come on. Hey, it was one game against the Windy City Bulls. Wasn't a great performance, though. Yeesh. Will I watch another G
Didn't
League
LeBron
game?
play a G League game?
I think he practiced with them. I don't think he ever ended up playing with the G League.
you.
I think he practiced.
Yeah.
Right.
I did see JJ Redick yelling at Bronny. That was great because Bronny just keeps passing up the ball, and he's just like, "Hey, Bronny, shoot the bleeping ball!" Whoa. Oh man, we'll take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Got a pair of Heat Mavericks tickets to give away.
May or may not get the Ibis.
Really? What'd you get?
Noki.
Noki, eh? No.
It is quite heavy on the stomach.
Very nice.
-1 for tardiness.
Wasn't tardy.
Yes, you were.
I was right there.
It doesn't matter, dude. Seat is a seat. All right. You're either on the field or you're off the field. You're out of bounds. I had to call timeout. Illegal formation.
Wow.
Not enough men on the field. That's not a penalty.
Dude. -1.
It's not -1.
-1 for deflecting.
Deflecting?
Yep.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
Let me tell you something.
Oh.
I'm going to hurry up from home from golf this weekend.
Okay.
So that I can watch this Canes game. Right. Michigan has 2 losses also, but they don't have a chance. I know they don't. They're not good enough.
What
Right.
if they beat Ohio State?
Huh?
What if they beat Ohio State?
Not good enough.
It's pretty good.
They're still 5 spots below Miami. So no. It is what it is. They have a very good quarterback, but they don't have the support system around him like Sayan does at Ohio State.
Okay.
So that's why they're not there yet.
Ryan Day can't beat you guys, though.
But I'm going to say this. I'm coming home to watch the Canes.
Okay.
And all the trash that we talked all week about the situations and scenarios and whatever, if they lose this game on Saturday at 12 o'clock,
Okay.
I don't want to hear it.
Well, there wouldn't be anything to hear. I mean, if they,
Okay,
if
no.
If
I'm
they
just
lose
saying.
the game, it's over. So
Yeah, okay.
it's kind of a silly
Oh.
thing that you're doing.
Okay. All right.
Which is, and this is
That's what happens.
Can I just tell you what's
so it don't lose?
I just want to explain something to you while you chow down on your gnocchi. I'm very disappointed in you.
What did I do?
Because you get so wrapped up and so consumed by, I don't know, my takes blowing up in my face that you can't see what. No. Let me finish, and then we'll let you finish your gnocchi. You get so consumed by catching me with my pants down that you would rather something positive happen for the Fighting Irish.
No.
That I just don't even recognize you, because you would rather be right on a take than Notre Dame flourish than be wrong on a take and Notre Dame suffer.
That's not true.
It is true.
But what I can do,
I'm turning the mirror back on.
What
you.
I can do, unlike you guys, is be honest about a situation.
You're not honest.
And I can explain why a situation is what it is.
I
hate Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it is what it is.
You sound like you hate him.
I had no hand in the situation that we're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
But you know who did?
Mm-hmm.
The University of Miami. So don't complain about where you are when all you had to do was win
about where they are.
one of the 2 games against 2 unranked teams.
I didn't complain where they were. I complained where Notre Dame was. I never said that Miami has to be a top 10 team.
Now, who's been semantic samurai?
You.
No, you are.
You're not
I'm not
listening to the
complaining
argument.
where Miami
You're not
is.
listening to the argument.
I'm complaining where Notre Dame is.
Oh, whatever. You're embarrassing yourself.
Me?
Yeah. What do you wear? Leprechaun shoes? You love Rudy? You love Rudy, don't you?
You know what?
Did you love Rudy?
No. Never saw the movie.
Oh, I bet you did, dude.
Not watching a Notre Dame movie.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
We had 30 Rudies at Michigan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's upsetting. It's upsetting that it's come down to this with you, you know? Disappointing.
South, Loki and Noki. 10-2.
Don't you love how he's just eating the gnocchi right into the microphone too?
I'm trying really
don't
hard
you,
to
don't you just
not
love
hear
that?
them.
Like you sound like a goat eating grass right now. Like right there. Just no regard for the audience. And you want to sit here while you chow down on your stuff from the Citadel and have the audacity to be like, the Canes better not blow it. The Canes better not blow it. And it has
what's missing?
It has nothing to do with nothing.
Salt.
No. Little dipping bread.
Okay.
Mm.
You're not a professional.
No.
You're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not, dude.
Why not?
Because have you ever tuned into a Heat game and heard Eric Reed chow down on some gnocchi while he's calling a
No,
dunk?
he's doing live play-by-play.
What are you doing?
This is a live show.
It's a live show.
I'm letting
you got 5-minute breaks.
We're letting people into our world.
No.
And into your mouth.
You're letting people into your diet.
Gnocchi. It's pretty delicious.
We all heard. I don't understand you. You've sat here since October 25th, I would say, give or take. You have been chowing down on Sour Patch Kids and Skittles.
Which he did the first hour of the show, by the way.
Right into the microphone, which I've kind of gotten used to the ambiance of that just because you've just done it for the entire first 2 hours of every show for the last 2 weeks. But now, a delicious, what is gnocchi? A pasta-ish dish? What is it?
Potato.
Potato.
Yeah.
And you're just like, we're hearing you savor.
I don't like
I wasn't
hearing
saving.
that.
While giving takes.
I'm multitasking.
No.
And you want to sit here and demand the Canes don't lose.
Don't lose.
While you're sitting here.
Don't lose.
Losing our audience.
Is it
It's very much a don't lose. Of course.
Is it a must win?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a must win, don't lose.
Okay.
The next two are.
Right. Ooh, just wait until after Thanksgiving. You ain't never lied. We got them ham sandwiches. They're delicious.
How does he act like this many years on the radio?
Was he like this before I was on the show?
Oh, he's always been like this.
So
he's always been like this.
On...
He would come in, he'd bring his lunch from
I bring everybody lunch though.
sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes you would.
Yeah.
But no, always. Yeah. The on-air light did not deter the diet. But the thing is, he's just gotten fancier with old age because it used to just be wings.
Right.
And now he's going,
I do remember
I
the
got
wings
gnocchi.
from the old building.
But like I will say, like, wings had to have been worse for him to eat on air. That must have been.
I think that was about the top notch that he just had right there.
No,
really.
Those jerk wings, they were tasty.
You didn't.
I didn't bring the jerk wings.
You
in
didn't
here.
bring them in here.
I left
You
myself.
you respectfully left them out there.
Yeah,
No, but in the
The
other
gnocchi-
building,
the gnocchi
in the other
couldn't-
building,
but
there was
apparently-
wings in the studio.
Yeah, the gnocchi couldn't wait.
Yeah, I couldn't put them nowhere. You can't.
In that studio.
In the
Yeah,
other
I got it.
studio, you had to keep your food next to you because a
In-
rat would
in-
come get it.
right, and the other studio, the bullpen was on the other side of the
It was
building.
pretty far.
It was
Yeah,
for some. Can I tell you one of the dumbest things that I've ever had in the history of this building? Well, not this in this company, which I don't even know if it was this company. I don't remember which company owned it, but some genius. I don't know what general manager we had at the time, but I think it was the really stupid one.
Okay.
He gave the idea that you know what we should do. We should move because what you do in radio, for those who don't know, is you have the computers over there right next to the studio because producers have to cut highlights and then go play them on the radio. And these idiots back in 2015-ish, you would say, 14, 15?
I didn't produce nothing.
They took the bullpen, which was right down the hall where all the computers were, and these ass clowns in the radio business thought we should put all the managers there who don't need to go anywhere, and we should take the bullpen and put it on the other corner of the building. So you literally had to cut highlights and run all the way back
Now,
to make sure they were set.
Now, remind me, is it the one that was in front of the lunch area?
No, it was
where
where
Antoine
Beast used to
sit?
sleep.
Yeah, it was right
Okay,
next to
yeah, yeah.
Beast's office,
Yeah.
and it was right next
Okay,
to the
cool.
vending machines.
Yes.
That used to
it was
be
a walk.
a walk.
It was a walk.
It was a trek.
It was a run.
And it used to be right down the hall. Right down the hall. A couple skips.
Where the sales department was. No.
No.
Or where the shark would have.
Where the Shark had
Okay,
their
got it.
DJ, where the production
Correct,
studio
okay.
was. There used to be a row of computers there, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Very easy. But some jackass thought you know what we should do? We should move to because we're going to add a sales building and we should have the sales expert. What do I got to talk to them for?
No,
I'm cutting the game.
Remember, we had to do it ourselves like hookers and walk in front, like.
It was the craziest thing ever.
What?
But the logistics of that, I just wanted to like. I wanted to.
That's what we had to do.
That's Leroy parading his ass.
We had a meeting where all of the talent had to stand in front of sales and tell them what we did.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, you know what? They told me to do that. I said.
Yeah, it was really demeaning.
Yeah.
Romberg showed up with no shoes on.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's neither here nor there. It has nothing to do with that. The idiot general manager who came up with this idea. I was like, I just wish somebody just like thought. So you want people who are producing games to get their steps in? Like, what are we doing here? You're just sending it to another side of the building.
For some
You
reason,
might as well have had me go to Pleasure Emporium. That's how far it would have been a closer walk if I would have cut my highlights at the adult toy store.
It was closer.
Than it was for me to walk from the $7.90 the ticket studio to the new bullpen, which was like half a mile away. But they're like, oh, we're gonna I'm a new manager in charge. I'm gonna reshuffle these things.
When you go over there, can you pick me up a chicken sandwich from Popeyes?
From Popeyes. Popeyes is closer than the bullpen.
Popeyes.
A chicken sandwich would be your Pleasure Emporium.
Depends on where. the north-south chicken sandwich.
Stunt Steve says it was that damn Todd Castleberry. I don't think it was Castleberry. I think it was whoever was above Castleberry.
Shepherd's pie. I don't like shepherd's pie. That's a Canadian thing too.
They're long gone now. I don't know where I don't think they're dead. But
Castleberry's.
It wasn't Castleberry's decision. I don't believe.
Also, I feel like they constantly put our studio the furthest because even in this building, we are the furthest from the bathrooms and the kitchen.
Yes, but we're right next to the bullpen. Like from a work environment, we're in a good spot.
Makes sense. Correct.
For a work environment, we're in a good spot. We have everything right here. We have everything we need.
But the worst part is when you are during.
But it would be like, Jennifer, it would be like, where our bathroom is. That would almost be to where the bullpen was. So it'd be like if Brittney had to cut a Heat game and she had to bring the highlights all the way over. It's like, this is great. You might as well have gotten like a golf cart to bring you over there.
That's atrocious. I would not. I would grab a monitor, unplug it. Ooh.
Whoa. Ooh.
That's a cut.
Oh man, I've had two today.
-1.
Sorry, it almost happened again, so I had to turn off the
Gather
mic.
yourself.
I was gonna say I would have grabbed a monitor and plugged it into the hallway.
But that's the thing. Like the thing that was crazy about it is like that's what it was. That's how it used to be. We had a great setup right there, TVs, all of it was right there. And then I'm like, well, you did nothing with this space. Like you just put people in cubicles, and you could put cubicles anywhere. They're not doing anything anyway, so just have them sit somewhere else.
Oh, that's when they moved the bullpen to the exit.
Yes, you just catch that.
No, I know where I was. No, I was just trying to, because I think of things differently. Like that's where B slept for the hurricane.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and he didn't care because it was his office. He's like, I love it.
Right.
I'm just like, well, he wasn't there when the old bullpen was there.
No.
When it was set up that way, he didn't know any better. But I'm telling you, it was the dumbest decision I've ever seen in the history of radio. Just in management. I mean, there have been worse radio decisions. I'm just talking about from a logistics standpoint. How do we get down this path?
I don't.
Oh, yeah, you being not professional. So I'm just saying, dude, can you just leave the gnocchi out of the studio next time?
Sure.
He was about to grab the fork too.
He's been eating it during this whole rant, like the whole.
And somehow there's still so much.
Show the
left
camera how
on
much
the
food you
plate.
have. Show the camera. Look at this. No, up a little more.
I'm trying not to dip it over the.
Yeah, just raise
the
up the camera.
camera's up,
Look at
okay.
that thing. He has a full-blown meal.
Yeah.
You're gonna be so sleepy later.
Well, the good thing is that there's just like 30 minutes.
Take a break. Back after this.
Later.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. Hey, if you guys want to go to Heat and Mavericks, what call you want to do?
Let's go caller 8 with how many goals that the Panthers scored.
Okay, caller 8 to 305-567-0560 gets a pair of tickets to Heat Mavericks next Monday. Hey, you see Cooper Flag? They stink, but you see Cooper Flag?
You ready for this one?
Sure.
Nick T. Imagine if Leroy and Tobin were stranded on the island with no food. Leroy would be roasting Tobin over an open fire by day 2. Same double night. K. Nah, Leroy too picky. He'd only eat lean Tobins.
Caller number 8 to 305-567-0560. You'll win a pair of Heat Mavericks tickets. Can we get a weather update, Leroy, from Chill Zone AC, featuring reliably root AC systems? Make your AC great again. Visit chillzoneac.com.
Not for nothing, but this is why we live in Florida. This time of year, just a hint of wind, 5, maybe 10 miles an hour. You might get a gust a little bit higher than that. Right now, it's 75, 80 degrees. Winds are coming out of... What's happening? Nobody working? Where's my air traffic control? We should have planes in and out of here.
Isn't the shutdown over? I thought the shutdown was over.
I'm going to just go ahead on the guess because we still got a little cool air that's coming out of the north.
The sky is really nice, actually.
Huh?
The sky is nice. I didn't see it.
It's beautiful. Oh, I got a little distracted.
What are you looking at, Leroy?
Moon's over my hammy.
That's probably the first time in weather history that this has happened on the show.
Point for Leroy.
Cloudy with a chance of cheeks.
Yep. So, yeah, it's what a beautiful. I mean, dude, we've had a great run.
Good run, man. Good run.
First of all, no storms.
Yep.
The weather actually got a little cooler sooner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been nice weather. So pretty good. We've had a good summer, nothing serious. And now we're gradually getting into our Thanksgiving and holiday season with some nice weather.
Are there any cold fronts coming?
It's supposed to get cooler a little bit later, but it's gonna be like lows are gonna be right around 60.
Oh.
You want it colder than that?
Yes.
Wow.
I want to feel like we're entering winter.
Nah, none of those lows coming.
We just
Thanksgiving's a low of 69.
Yeah. Okay, Gronk.
15 minutes of heat here, brought to you by your Southern Lexus dealers. The Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models for a limited time. Learn more at Lexus.com. Some news.
What's up?
Bam Adebayo
return to practice
has been upgraded for tomorrow's game to questionable.
Okay.
Which sounds like he is getting ready to make his return. Tyler Hero's still out.
Yeah.
He will not play.
But
Bam.
Do you believe me now? Do you believe now what I told you about Tyler's injury? Do you believe me?
I feel like you tell me every injury is terrible.
No, I'm just dude, they cut bone.
I think that's a challenge if Bam's playing through the toe. I think you just told Jimmy.
No.
You better show up.
Dude.
You better show up.
Watch, you're gonna be playing in one of JFig's boots so he don't get his toe hit.
Nah, I don't think
I got a couple.
You got a toe fortress, you know?
What is a toe fortress?
I don't think Dustin with a toe fortress.
My toe just hides behind the other toe.
A built-in fortress?
No, it just dude, I'm telling you, it's the worst. Like nothing's worse. You know, you have bad feet when I was in flip-flops one time, and Rebecca was probably like 6 or 7 years old. She goes, "Ooh, Daddy, I think you got your shoes on the wrong foot." I'm like, thanks.
Do you think let me ask you this. Bam comes back. Bam and Kel'el start? Or do you think he puts Pelle back to the bench?
I think they started off with Bam and Nico.
No, Nico hasn't been starting. He hasn't started for a while.
Okay, so it'd be Bam.
So it's been Bam. It's been Pelle, Davion, Powell, Wiggins, Ware. So do you think Pelle goes back to the bench?
Yeah.
And you play Bam and Kel'el together? Or do you
Um,
think you stagger Kel'el and Bam?
You're going to have to stagger them because you don't know how much Bam's going to be able to play. And that's really your only two sources of rebounding. Although they've done a pretty good job without Bam.
Marius is waiting on the boos tomorrow. You think I don't know. You think he gets booed? He's gonna get booed, huh? Pretty relentless. You think they're gonna come at him?
You going to the game?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
What?
If you don't boo him,
I can't boo him on media row.
Boo him underneath.
I can't boo him.
Boo him under your
It's
belt.
not professional.
Here's what you
Make
do.
your eyes boo for
Here's
you.
what you do. I want video.
You want me to boo him?
So when you hear it,
Like when he gets introed?
yeah. Because I'm gonna just tell you like this. You need to let the people know where your loyalties are.
My loyalties are to the Heat.
No, you wanted to pay Jimmy.
I did.
Right.
Yep.
Even after all that foolishness.
Well,
No.
That's
He
not
was
fair.
always
That's
doing
not fair.
foolishness.
No, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair. Once foolishness started, I knew what the damage was done. I wanted it. I want preventative. I wanted an extension.
I'm not giving $60 million for
preventative
preventative.
foolishness.
Preventative?
Yes.
Dude, this ain't a flu shot. You can't just no. Absolutely not.
Luis says it's time to make a stand.
That's
in media
right.
row.
That's right.
You guys wouldn't make Ira Winderman boo Jimmy Butler.
Huh?
You wouldn't make Ira Winderman boo Jimmy Butler.
He doesn't do a radio show with us.
That's not fair.
No, listen. You don't have to do it loud. But you need to let us know where your loyalties are.
You don't even like when people boo.
No. I boo his ass.
Wow.
You know why? It ain't got nothing to do with wanting your money. You lied. You came in here and say you was gonna ball.
He
and
did
just
lie.
let it,
What
and
if-
you lied.
What if when he passes by, you chant, joy, joy?
No,
No.
-1.
I could just no. You should see if
Minus
y'all knew
one.
anything
Kind of
about
funny.
this. You could have just played some Frankie Beverly and Mays. Joy and pain,
Mm.
like sunshine
What about?
and rain.
Oh, that's good.
That's the song.
Someone's right there with meaner and
No.
demeanor. You know what I'm saying?
First of all, don't throw your little BS lyrics and compare them to one of the greatest bands in the history of R&B. Just telling you.
So you're gonna do it?
Boo him?
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Hmm.
Gotta act like a pro.
Sorry, Leroy.
No, you know what he's gonna do? Let me tell you what he's gonna do. Hi, Jimmy!
That's not what I did.
Hi,
I didn't root for him last year.
Hey, you forgot to bat your eyes. Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy.
You guys are not nice.
Are you
I
gonna
don't
put eyeliner on
I don't
because
root
of
for I don't have
Jimbo?
to, but I don't have to. put
Yeah,
eyeliner on.
Play some OJs. They smile in your face.
I don't understand. You guys want me always in
No,
these situations to act like a fan, and I can't.
No. Let me say, here's what we want.
Mhm.
I don't care how you do it. We need to know where your loyalties are.
You don't know where my loyalty. I watched a G League game the other day of Kasparas Yakachonis. You didn't watch it.
No.
So what do you mean? Where do my loyalties stand?
You also paid money for Euro basketball.
Yeah, not looking like a great investment right now. I gotta be honest with you. It's like I wasted wasted a lot of time.
I mean, I'm glad you came to that
Gotta get
conclusion.
it going, Nico. Jović, dude, let's go. Maybe see. Here's the thing. I need Jović to have it because I don't need Jimmy coming in like a, like one of those little birds. It's being like,
UD knows what you did, Tobin.
he doesn't know what I did. He doesn't know what I did.
Tell you what, you might be able to save some grace with UD if you boo Jimmy.
So how do you want me to do this? You want me to stand and boo?
No, I just want you to acknowledge to us and to the fans that Petty still lives in you.
The Petty does live in me.
So I don't know how you're going to do it, but say when they announce his name and everybody else is booing, you just do a recording.
Can I just shout?
Boo.
What about Mike Bimonte goes, starting lineup for the Golden State Warriors, number 22, Jimmy Butler. Your coffee is wildly overpriced.
It is true.
That's not the same.
You want me to just go, number 22, Jimmy Butler. You want me to literally stand up at media row and you want me to go, boo! Turn your back on us, boo!
No, I didn't say that. I said you can have.
You
a
just
little,
want me to go.
You can have a little
So
recording.
you want me to take a selfie and just go.
Yeah, just
I'll do that.
acknowledge it
Okay.
while everybody else is booing.
I'll do that. I thought you wanted me to like.
No,
be a-
I understand. I understand. Do you? Yes.
You seem to
But
grade my
I
voice a lot when I'm in the
Here,
in
I
the-
understand, but at the same time, you do need to clarify some things with the people. I'm just saying. You need to clarify where your allegiances are.
Everybody knows where my allegiances are.
Really? Because last year they were with Jimmy Butler and not
They
Pat.
were not with Jimmy Butler.
Really?
They were not with Jimmy Butler. How were they with Jimmy Butler?
You were the main one saying this would have never happened if he would have just paid him.
That is true, though. That is true. But did I accept behavior? You guys got mad at me because I asked if him and Pat Riley have talked. I didn't know what the answer. I did now. I did when he didn't answer. I knew the answer.
And when he gave you the stink eye?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you ran right to Pat.
I didn't run.
Come on. There he is. There's the
I didn't.
look.
Why do you keep mixing
There's
up?
the look.
I didn't run to Pat. I asked Pat a question at his end of season press conference the year
I
before.
don't know why I pictured him
And
running.
then, and then many months later, I just happened to ask Jimmy Butler if he ever spoke to Pat Riley when they were all going through the tiff, which he refused
There
to.
was no tiff.
Okay,
There's no tiff. Pay me. No. There's no tiff.
You know they
Everybody
put-
know where everybody else
You know
stands.
that before that press conference, they put out a statement that said, like, on Pat Riley, I'm not trading Jimmy Butler. He put it out right before that whole stink eye thing happened.
Oh.
So I didn't run to Pat Riley. Stop saying I did that. I didn't run to Pat Riley.
Look at
He
this
rea-
face of loyalty.
That was just for the team. Don't act like some of you weren't thinking it last year
What?
about the old tank.
Yeah. You wouldn't have never ended up with Cooper Flag.
No, of course not. That was only fixed for the Mavericks. Anyway, that's our show for today, you rascals. Thanks again to Doug Plagens for stopping by. It was a blast talking to the voice of the Panthers.
Yep.
That's
Always fun.
on our podcast feed and on our YouTube channel if you guys want to go check out Doug. And we will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Are you stupid or are you stupid?
I'm stupid. And here's why. Every now and then, ow!
Can you stop doing that?
The top of my foot.
Mama 3.
Golf.